Probably finishing up the Gromis wallet. Me when I Gromit your Wallace. I bought a sake juice box called Lucky Dog, and the box looks like a TF trigger. Hell yeah. How far can I run? Can I just leave? No, it doesn't look like it. Damn it. I need to like actually try my hand at drawing TF. How about nope. Again. I'm not allowed to leave the confines of hold up. God won't let you. My fucking legs stop working. The instant I approach something that might be considered running away. But yeah, no, like I don't know, like the funny thing is like I didn't even really like do anything today. I literally like woke up, realized I'd forgotten to take my ADHD meds, was in like an hour of meetings, and then proceeded to like be like, hey, can you do this for me at work? To basically no response. So you should play Wallace and Gromit point and click game on Steam sometimes, or on stream. I mean, I imagine I do like, you know, I do know that like people enjoy watching like those really old like point and click games. I definitely remember playing like Freddy Fish in like elementary school. Like that was like that's very much a core memory. So I can understand like why. Welcome on in, Thomas. Welcome on in, though. Glad to have you, Thomas. In spite of your, you know, consistent bullying of the Borb. But you know, like, because like I actually played a lot of those, like, you know, I think I remember I think I had access to Pajama Sam, but I like the style wasn't appealing to me. But I definitely remember playing like Putt Putt. I remember playing Freddy Fish. I remember Spy Fox as well. That like that cat, like, you know, the like basically like the, you know, those like 4 games were like the you know, childhood like computer game experience. Freddy Fish, Spy Fox. Actually, the funny thing is I don't even think we had Spy Fox. I think we had the Spy Fox demo. Like, because I think it came with one of the other games. So I definitely remember playing that one a lot. Even though it wasn't the full game. It was just like some, like, I guess like some portion of the actual... I sent the link in the game channel, Starky. I mean, okay, how much... Because I've not seen it. I've not seen a single episode of Wallace and Gromit. Does that make the experience of me playing it better or worse? Pajama Sam is also from the same group. Oh yeah, I think we have Pajama Sam. I just didn't play it. It's funny because like as a kid I hated horror. Like even though, you know, Pajama Sam is very diet horror. At the time I'm like, you know, it evokes too many scary things for me to approach it. It doesn't really matter. That's fair. I know at some point I should probably give the I should probably play through Sam and Max, just for the culture, just because it is of course very queer culture. For me, it was StarCraft Brood Wars, Kit and Ken on the internet. I definitely played a ton of Flash games. I like honestly that was like a lot of what I like did on my time on the computer was like just go to like Armor Games. Was like my go-to if I was at home. I think actually Armor Games wasn't even blocked on our school computers. My ass is queer culture. Welcome on in, guys. Glad you, Sweet Bean. What are we talking about? I was talking about Sam and Max. Oh yes, Sam and Max, also known as gay and slur redacted. Because you can't look at me and tell me that Sam and Max aren't in some kind of, like, at least domestic partnership. You know, they're clearly partners in some way. It's kind of the same way, like, having never seen, like, a Buddy Thunderstruck, I imagine it's kind of the same energy as what happens in Buddy Thunderstruck between the two leads, Daryl and whatever is the other one. Daryl and the other one. Welcome on in, Corbett Bubble. Can we shout out for Corbett Bubble? But, you know, like, that's the kind of energy I imagine is being brought to Sam and Max, where it's you can't, like, you know, you look at them and you could say it's gay, like you know, they're gay, but also, like, I feel like that's like, that is to some degree understating what the fuck ever is going on between the two of them. Do you want me to grab the YouTube compilation of those two being a whole ass fruit salad? Yes. I might not watch it on stream, but because I imagine I'll probably get slapped in the face with 10,000 DMCA claims, but okay. I need to get like a step stool. There we go. I'm gay and slur redacted. Excuse me? Oh. You know what? Fair enough. live your most homosexual life. Live your life with as much homosexuality as you need a step stool, Crow. Well, I don't currently, but you know. If you're offering, I won't say no. But no, like, there is something, like, you know... Because, like, like I said, I haven't actually... I've seen only, like, bits and pieces of, okay, it's the Robo-Pants, the Techno Trousers. I've only seen bits and pieces of Sam and Max. I definitely know that there is like you know, like as a kid I stumbled across, you know, before even really coming to terms with homosexuality. Thanks, Chris. What's up?
Hey Starky, sir, can I get an advancement on my cheese? I'm hosting a tea party with Wallace and Gromit. You are invited. Just bring some lab equipment. We are going to invent some silly things while having a cuppa.
Fair enough. You know what? I can actually grant this wish. Hey, I will offer myself also, if you're on a step stool, I feel like everyone would just be your Standgeblasse? Standgeblass? I'm not going to hurt the German language anymore. That is absolutely necessary. What was I talking about? Oh, that's right. The fucking, because like YouTube to some degree, there was, you know, there were people who, welcome on creativity. Good idea, Sweet Bean. There were people who would like, you know, approach, like, you know, people who would, for their own purposes, save, like certain segments, from cartoons that end up being a lot of people's furry awakenings. And I think the one I saw from Sam and Max is the bit with the like, also what the fuck is wrong with me today? Are you just like particularly down bad? I think the thing I saw from Sam and Max was the like was the like the TV dinner that was so old it like mutated and gained sentience. So like that is the standard for which my understanding of Sam and Max is as a story draws. Like I saw the recent chapter of Dan to Dan. Maybe. I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with being down atrocious. Sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what, today I'm gonna be down bad. But yeah, no. So, like, you know, I'm aware that, like, Sam Max is very much, like, the classical, like, mid to late 90s absurdism. And also, very, very queer-coded. Which, you know what? I love, we love them. We love them. They are kings. Well, a king and then whatever the fuck, Max is. I feel like gesture is like the correct energy, but it's like Sam, like Max. Oh, what's up?
You can't be down bad if you are already down bad, as they say.
I mean, no. At that point, being down bad just is your default state. Like there are many a person I've met on the internet who I would consider down bad to be their default state. You know what? Like, hey, live your bliss. as long as you're being respectful of other people's boundaries, feel free to be as down atrocious as you want. King and non-binary entity of chaos manifest. Yeah, there we go. That's King and mad deity, I guess, would probably be like the approximate titles. Hi, I'm one of them. One of them's a king, one of them's a mad deity. I'm one of them, and I should probably also mention, I'm not a monarchist. But no. Like, you know, to some degree it is funny that, like, king is, like, you know, like, king as, like, a title to some degree has, like, almost been, like, reclaimed, but also, like, at least I guess in the States. Although, you know, current rumblings of, you know, negative, you know, ill portent, would, you know, it might shake that up. Welcome on to Monkey. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We're doing our best. I put in, like, 6 applications today. Hell yeah. Starky, where do I leave the gay compilation? I probably just, like, leave it in, like, videos. Wait, why do I feel like there's, like, a you know, unfair appropriate, like, you know, a split of dirt. I got a random DM from someone who's never messaged me on the Discord. I'm assuming it's just an ignore, to be honest. Are they from my Discord? Because if so, we'll fucking send them to the Shadow Realm. Because if they're doing that, that means they're probably a fucking spam bot. Yeah, which user? I need to just, like, start, like, kick people I think are suspicious. Yeah, send it either, like, to me or one of the mods, and we'll send them to the Shadow Realm. We'll send them to gay baby jail. I keep getting random friend requests on Discords. I actually consider that, like, unless I recognize the name, I actually consider that to be on the same level as someone who's like, yeah, they're definitely a bot. Where it's like, we've never interacted with each other, and you're sending me a friend request. You're clearly, you know, you're clearly, like, a bot, or, like, you know, either a bot or someone, like, I do not want to interact with. You know. To some degree, it is wild, because there are times where I'm like, I like reach out kind of out of the blue, mostly when I have social energy to be like, hey, you know, I must never interact with the server where the bots are. Then yeah, that's you know, that's straight up. It's just like, well, you know, that's a bot. DM'd it. Yep, it is exactly the person. This is someone I fucking left in verification. Because I was pretty sure they're a bot. I gave them a chance to identify themselves, and they're gone. I just need to be like, you know what, you're like, because it's always just like some like female, like feminine identifying name in a bunch of fucking letters. You are a bot, even worse, desperate. I mean, listen, at least like bots are like the. It is a little sad because like I would rather interact with bot than a truly desperate like socially lone person, because at least when I ban the bots they don't like find a way to keep coming back. I'm not trying to fucking deal with the William Afton of social interactions here. Excuse me, what? That was weird. Like I couldn't move right. Starky went faster than me. Well, it's because I knew exactly where to look. Is my D key fucked? I think my D key might be fucked. That's weird. Either that or there's some like extremely weird thing going on with the game. I had to social anxiety out of a social interaction at Valks today. Dude was cool. I just hope I didn't insult him. I mean, listen. I feel like at a card shop, there's higher tolerance for social malapropisms. You know, you're not judged as harshly at a card shop as you are at the fucking the State of the Union dinner or whatever the fuck. Welcome on in, Saber Big Cat. Can we just shout for Saber Big Cat? But I feel like if you fuck up at a card shop, people are not gonna be like, oh, they tend to be a little bit more forgiving. I think because everyone who goes to card shops is a fucking nerd, and so we all have social anxiety. Worst case is that you just you gave him a case of social anxiety, which is not a good case, but it is better than being like, well.
Starky, can you verify me? It's #_crisp pirat, definitely not a bot account designed to scalp lab data.
No, not allowed in. But also, how you holding up, Saber? Glad to have you, sweet bean. We are just vibing this fine Tuesday. I was considering doing some writing. I just did not have the energy for it. It's one of those things where it's like, I think if I had, it's like if I had the, if I had established a writing already as a thing I do on stream, I would be more willing to go into it with the lower energy. But because it's an entirely new thing. Also, it turns out, having not used LibreOffice in a number of years, LibreOffice UI fucking sucks now. It's so bad. I had a spicy upgrade for 6-Drop Tribal. Hell yeah. It actively burned my eyes opening LibreOffice because it's fucking it's straight up pure blinding eye. So it's LIBRE, LibreOffice. It's basically a free version of Microsoft Word.
The front door may have been locked, but I found a window that was open.
Welcome on in, Zeph. I'm glad you're keeping the very normal PNG. The very, very normal PNG tuber. That definitely lets people know who you are.
I mean, I'm gonna get another one eventually.
That's fair.
But for now, this is funny.
It is honestly pretty funny. I just have the world's most hidden stand user. I started using it at the beginning of the year, so I don't know how better it was. Well, it honestly, it might even just be how my the way that my screen displays it. He hasn't taken it off since the last stream. It might just be the way that my screen displays it, but I definitely opened it up and immediately got a headache because it was it was overwhelmingly bright. And I need to I need to figure out how to fix that because that is actually a meaningful health and wellness issue. I said like $5 of sushi for $15. Oh my god, that sounds delicious.
You know, I don't actually use the real PNG.
You use light mode? The fucked up thing is I wasn't even using light mode. It just was... Why is my D key doing this? But no, I was using fucking dark mode. But because it's a, you know, it is a word program, the middle part of the screen, which is the fucking page, like loaded stark white. So like, you know, even though I was like, it loaded by default in dark mode, it still fucking flashbanged me and actually fucked up my eyes a little bit.
I've had that happen in writing programs before.
Yeah, there's something weird going on with my D key. I think it might be, like, realistically speaking, it's probably a symptom of my fucking USB hub going out again. I need to probably just get a new one. But I don't want to spend money on it. The Song Quest, or are you just listening to originals, to original like me like that? No, the Song Quest is open. To be fair, I love Song Requests because, you know, I discover a lot of really cool bands. What's up, Crisp?
I joined Sushi Roulette today. Food tasted pretty good, but the true Dark Souls starts now.
I joined Sushi Roulette today. Food tasted pretty good, but the true Dark Souls... What do you mean the true... What?
I'm scared.
I'm assuming this is like the post Sushi Roulette, you know, bathroom trap. Pufferfish time. I mean, okay, low key. I feel like when if I turn if I get to my fucking like mid to late, like the point where I start like, you know, because like, you know, retirement isn't really a thing, but there will realistically come a time where like I can't work anymore. I'm just gonna save up enough money where I can order like 100 plates of pufferfish and just hope that resolves the problems.
You know what? I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm not gonna encourage you.
That's fair. Yeah, the 100 plate of pufferfish is just my retirement plan.
My retirement plan is just getting isekai randomly.
What
Like
variation?
Oh, just getting hit by a truck at high speed.
Fair enough. Welcome on Asuda. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription for 37 months. Enjoy the afternoon, the emotes, and also thank you for the jump scare. And before quantum pufferfish immortality, I eat like 500 plates of pufferfish and thus confirm the existence of quantum immortality. Just like find the most fucking like absolutely like, you know, the sketchiest sushi place of all time and just be like, yes, hello, I would like 100 plates. I want 100 of your worst pufferfish sushi. Either I die or get a PhD dissertation. Listen, it's dirty work, but someone's got to do it. Okay,
Also, ignore the phlebotomy comment from Corbin. He's lying.
Zeph forcibly gave me a lobotomy today. Can you throw tomatoes at him? Zeph, we've been over this. You're the only... You can't request yourself to be lobotomized and then give other people lobotomies.
I'm an equal phlebotomy expert.
Someplace has to have a gas station pufferfish. God, I hope so.
You know what? I'd try gas station pufferfish.
I absolutely would try gas station pufferfish. Are you kidding me? If no one perceives the poison, does it really exist? Is the pufferfish like heavily regulated? I don't think you can just find it. I mean, that probably the correct answer is realistically like probably is regulated. You probably just can't fucking. You probably can't walk over to Jimmy, you know, to Dirty Jim's donuts and to Dirty Jimmy's donuts and pufferfish sushi.
What's a dirty donut?
To be fair, like, I feel like Dirty Donuts is, like, usually, like, I feel like every, every, like, small town had, like, a donut place that was, like, extremely, like, it was not, it was effectively, like, one, health and safety visit away from being, like, being marked as, biological terrorism. For me growing up, it was a pie place.
I like to call those places money laundering fronts.
I mean, no, unironically, like actually it was, I think growing up it was called Dirty Dan's Donuts. I don't know if that was the actual name or just the nickname everyone in town gave it. But yeah, no, apparently the donuts there actually fucking slapped, and they were just, they just did not give a shit about keeping the place clean. Garian, welcome on in, Raiders! For those who don't know, StarkyMorph, Chaos Grey Internet, and Bryce stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 PEST. Mostly AFL Indians like this one. However, I've also learned to use Powerwash this. I really, Garian, you're gonna ask me to clean your feet? I thought you were more of like the the glistening paw kind of guy. I mean, I'll do it. But how are you holding up? Welcome on in. We are currently talking about health and safety code violations.
And dollar store puffer fish.
What do you mean? All I'm saying is there, Gary and 2 Crushed is a little bit too image in like low fidelity for me to determine if there would be stink lines or not. But yeah, no, we are Snow Manatron. Currently doing some, like, power washing and yapping. I was gonna do some writing today. And then I was like, I've never done writing on stream before. I don't want to, like, I kind of want to go into my first writing streaming with a little bit more energy than I have today. So yeah, we're currently just like, kind of yapping and cleaning. This is the Wallace&Gromit DLC for this game, and I have absolutely never seen an episode of Wallace&Gromit in my entire life. Top arm bracket. Oh.
But I understand needing to be in a certain mood for writing.
Okay, holy shit, I don't have to stop playing MTG because of Spider-Man. Arena has no... Yeah, because the Spider-Man license is actually such a fucking shit show. It might be the single biggest argument against IP law. Because if memory serves, the reason they had to make a universes in... an in-universe Magic the Gathering set for Spider-Man, because the company that gave them the print rights to make the physical cardboard version of Spider-Man Magic the Gathering cards does not have the digital rights. That's a different company.
Wow.
It's like, okay, well, because Spider-Man is it has 4 different owners. It's like Sony, Sony is the one that owns Spider-Man as a movie franchise. I want to say Disney owns Spider-Man in print, and then there's 2 other companies, one of which owns Spider-Man in its video game forms, its digital forms. It actually might be the single messiest IP. Honestly, I'm kind of interested to. I imagine being a fucking lawyer who has to be okay. Imagine being the lawyer who has to sort out, oh, I'm fucking... what version of Spider-Man, what can we have Spider-Man of in Magic the Gathering? It's well, you can have the physical cards, but you can't make it, you can't make it digital. How does that mean that we could get a physical, we could get the, because Magic the Gathering does have a story, although they haven't done a story analog for the Universes Beyond stuff. It kind of leads to the funny suggestion that if they printed the story, it would be within the copyright IP, but if they put it online, it wouldn't, which just seems so ridiculous. Plain body rim.
Plus, it doesn't seem like the set is being that well received either.
Oh no, the set's a shit show. I think it is very quickly going to go down as being one of the worst Magic the Gathering sets.
Yeah, like, they went from the pretty much beloved by the IP Fortnite fans Final Fantasy.
I'll be honest with you.
This.
I think Final Fantasy is the only set I looked at and I'm like, they did a good job on this. I actually enjoy the Final Fantasy set. Every other Universes Beyond has been a fucking shit show to me.
Yeah, as Final Fantasy kind of fits, same general aesthetic.
Yeah. And to some degree, the Lord of the Rings one isn't bad either. It's definitely not my favorite, but the 17 layers of review that the card would need to go through for the art alone. So he has to keep making Spider-Man related movies to keep the rights. The only reason why Morbius and Madam Web exist. Anonymous! Thank you for the gifts over to Garion. Enjoy the emotes, you sweet bean. Thank you so much. The Warhammer was okay, but Final Fantasy is the only one that fit. I think the big problem is they tried to... Yeah, so the legend, what happened to the Spider-Man is that it was originally going to be a small set in the same vein as oh fuck, what was it? The Aftermath sets, but famously, oh wait, no, I remember now, because they were gonna make it a small set in the same way that Assassin's Creed was, but Assassin's Creed performed fucking awfully because people don't like smaller Magic the Gathering sets. So instead of we're gonna fix this by delaying the product and giving us more time to develop a bigger set, no, they fucking they just filled the card with a bunch of bullshit. I'm hold up, because I have in one particular card I fucking hate. What is it? Oh my god, may I join? Yes, you may join the call. You may join the call for Magic the Gathering, yeah. Welcome on, Cost. I gotta have you, sweet bean. I think I like the idea of the commander decks, the ones, which ones were bad, though. Okay, look at this fucking, look at this card. This is a card. This piece of shit. Not the person on the card, but this card, I was shown this out of context. I was not really paying attention to the spoiler season. I'm like, that's a fucking dumb Magic the Gathering card. Who would come up with something like this? It's an honest to God actual card that exists in Magic the Gathering now.
Don't forget City Pigeon as well.
Fucking guy in the chair. We got all the classics from Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man. We got Mary Jane. We got Uncle Ben, and he's dead. Fucking no. Apparently, guy in a chair is where we're at. Oh, pull it up in mode. I changed the It's now Lab Chat instead of Discord. I thought this was a meme. No, honest to God, this is a card that saw print. This is a card that sees print in the newest Magic the Gathering set. What does the Venom card look like? I think the Venom card actually has design that was put into it. Here, let me go and give you lab rats and on air. All right, you can now join. Because I genuinely I had the same fucking reaction though, where I saw this card and I'm like, this is like a meme, right? No. On God, guy in the chair is a fucking real actual Magic the Gathering card.
Okay, Spider-Man has one of the worst cases of the Universes Beyond thing that I already hated. I despised in Lord of the Rings. And that was the fact that they printed 7 different Gandalfs. They printed Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf friend to the Spire, Gandalf going west, Gandalf the White Rider, Gandalf. How many Spider-Mans are there? I am not kidding. There's over 40 Spider-Mans in the set.
Oh, I believe it. So apparently this is the Venom.
Wait, there's a British Spider-Man.
Yes. I think that's Spider-Punk.
No, it's Spider-Man UK.
Fucking what?
Oh yeah.
I think I think Professor ranked exactly 40, but that included a masked Meower. The Venom card's not horny enough. Oh, absolutely not. I forgot that villain was a valid creature subtype.
It was originally from an unset, if I.
Oh yeah, that
correctly.
actually checks out. Welcome on in, Growly. Glad to have you, sweet. Good shout for Growly. It is now.
Just sent you British Spider-Man.
But no, fucking, like, it is to the point, like, the Legend rule has, like, largely been not a drawback at all in Magic the Gathering. I actually think, like, if people tried to play this limited format, the Legend rule would become a meaningful problem for it. Because they're pretty fucking legends at, like legendary creatures at common. And they're just, like, 3/3s that you can, like, cheat into play, kind of, sometimes.
It's so awful.
It actually this is the thing everyone was like, this is like what I was expecting Universes Beyond was gonna become, honestly.
To be fair, I don't like most of the sets. The Doctor Who set was. I don't know if the Doctor Who set was okay or if I just liked some of the cards.
Hey, when a Yu-Gi-Oh fan like myself is saying this is too
Oh,
far, does that mean
What
it's
if I told
too
you there was
far?
a card that's literally just a fucking bagel?
Yeah, bagel. Is it Bagel and Schmear?
Yes.
This set is such a fucking shit show. It's so bad. Hold up, let me
It's
look
like
up.
it's like the bottom of the barrel, but the
Fucking-
bottom of that.
I actually hate that I remember this. Bagel and Schmear is now a valid Magic the Gathering card. I guess the new episode of Wallace and Gromit.
So what is Schmear?
Schmear is it's kind of like so it think of cream cheese but like whipped up.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that. It's cream cheese that has been prepared to be easier to spread. And sometimes it'll be like specifically flavored. Like there's, there'll be like you can order like a bagel with like strawberry schmear. And like in which case it's like got like, it usually doesn't have like bits of strawberry in it, but it will have like, like a strawberry flavor.
So it's literally based on the German word. Gotcha. That's kind of disgusting.
I generally think of well, to be fair, when I think of bagels, I generally tend to think more of New York and to some degree the Jewish population in New York City. So I personally attribute it more to like a Jewish American terminology, but
no, Schmear is a German word.
It is?
That is a German word. Yes, it means it is kind of to smudge something derogatory.
Interesting.
Like, or the other definition that you could go is like if like selling out your crime boss would make you like that would be, schmear.
Okay.
It's a bit of it's an older German word, and it literally just like it is not used in a positive way.
Yes, I have to. There's definitely smear is actually probably the closest to like what we use in American English, where like someone like running like a smear campaign or like smearing, It doesn't necessarily have like a connotation of being like dirty, but.
Yeah, no, it's not awful or something, it just kind of sounds disgusting to me.
Oh, yeah.
Bagel and schmear. Is it at least Okay, I don't know Spider-Man that well because I know the Final Fantasy set had cup noodles as a card,
Yes.
which that one made sense to me because it was a meme.
Yes.
Because the actual game of Final Fantasy 15 was sponsored by Cup Noodles.
Oh
and
my
one
God.
of the main party members
The
was
more-
obsessed with Cup Noodles.
The more I learn
Like,
about
he
Final
literally-
Fantasy 15, the more I'm fucking that game is such a bizarre like experience to me. I kind of want to play it, even though I've never played another Final Fantasy game.
I can get into that in a second, but like, so like the fact that they made a card called Cup Noodles, and it is that character, his name is Gladio. He is eating the noodles on the Cup Noodle card. That at least made sense to me.
Yes.
What like historic significance do bagels and schmear have to Spider-Man?
The city Spider-Man, I think, has always been located in New York City, I think.
Yes.
And
Except
New York is
for
well
the
known for its
50
bagels.
Yeah, except for the 50 billion different Spider-Man versions that aren't from New York City.
Okay, the Spider, like if you say Spider-Man, usually it's like one of the
Yes, Peter
versions that
Parker.
is specifically like Peter Parker, like the Amazing Spider-Man,
Miles Morales.
yeah, like you know, like the major ones that see a lot of like, you know, stories made about them are usually the ones that are
Yeah.
in New York. Like, you know,
God,
there's not like full comic runs of like Spider-Man India or like Spider-Punk. They usually just like kind of show up as like one-offs.
Yeah. And they all got their own legendary creature.
Oh my god. But no, it like that is to the extent that I think that like, so, you know, what we know is that the Spider-Man set was originally going to be about the same size as the infamously poor performing Assassin's Creed Universes Beyond. So it was going to be a very, very small set. And after the failures of both March of the Machines Aftermath and the failure of the Assassin's Creed Universes Beyond, Wizards realized people really do not want smaller sets. Like
They
it is,
do realize... Okay, wait, sorry.
but like it's just very hard to get people excited about that. So instead of delaying the product and like reworking it to be a proper like full set, they just added a bunch of basically draft chaff and released it as a full set, and that's why we have 40 Spider-Mans.
And stuff
One
like
of the
City
only
Pigeon.
cards I cared about
Oh,
was a
hold on,
green
Chris is
1/1
talking.
Death Touch Spider with an extra ability I didn't care about. Was pre-ordering at $20, so I gave up on it. I found it in a $1
Yeah,
rare box at pre-release.
God. The Werewolf Spider-Man? I have not seen that one.
We're talking the
Is
Pinkerton
it-
set. Was Aftermath the Pinkerton set?
It was Magic. It was the Lord of the Rings set.
Furry Spider-Man, yeah. Or Werewolf Spider-Man. Here's the thing, just keep it as a comic book. It doesn't need to be Magic the Gathering card. I mean, at this point, I'm largely burned out on Magic the Gathering. I like the game. I hate the direction it's been going in for like the last 3 to 4 years.
Same. I feel the exact same. God, can I not stand the direction it has been going into. I feel like Aftermath and Assassin's Creed, it wasn't the fact that the set was small that made it perform so poorly. I think it was the fact that it was just kind of shadow dropped in between like 3 products.
Yeah.
Because Final Fantasy, which was huge, was like what? 2 months ago?
Yes. That sounds right.
Yeah. Then we had the outer edging in the eternities.
Yes.
Um,
Infinite edging.
and yeah, infinite edging. And we had something else recently. What was it?
I think between somewhere in there was, I think, the SpongeBob secret lair,
The Sonic secret layer recently dropped.
and then also we got some initial spoilers for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
We got spoilers for Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we are already gearing up for. God, which set?
This sounds like a pain to keep up with, and I'm glad that I'm not a Magic fan.
Oh no, I've long since burned out my ability to give even the remotest shit about any Magic the Gathering product. Like I think the last Magic the Gathering product I even remotely cared about a little bit was the furry one, where everyone turns into their personas.
Oh yeah,
Fuck, why can't I remember the name of it?
Bloomborough.
Bloomborough, that's it.
Also, wait, I have the perfect image for you, Starky. That just describes what I'm feeling.
I, on the other hand,
Might take a
have
sec to load,
autism.
and my internet might be shit while I'm doing it. Oh, there we go.
Understandable.
Here we go.
But no, like it
And
is.
this. Sorry, this isn't even current.
Christ. Yeah, I think you can see the moment where there's a pretty now infamous interview where the CEO of Wizards of the Coast talked about how under can I hop in the VC? Feel free to join in. But there's an infamous now interview from the developers or from the CEO of Wizards of the Coast talking about how Magic the Gathering is a product that is underutilized, and I think you can spot the moment. You can spot the exact year, roughly, that happened, where I think they I think they went too far. I wonder what that one.
Also,
I wonder if that one Planeswalker can TF into a dragon would be a dragon in Bloomborough. Did we get a version of oh, because what is his name?
Sarkhan.
Sarkhan.
No, he would not be a dragon, because we have seen dragons that entered Bloomborough and they
Yes.
turn into draconic birds.
Yes. We do.
So he would probably be a lizard that
Yes.
can turn into a dragon.
He just turns into a bigger lizard. Lizard. I do love how, like, because I tried to read the spoilers for the Spider-Man set, and I got 2 cards in, and my fucking it's like my eyes, like, it's like I got fucking, like, dosed by, like, a, you know, like a knockout drug. My eyes glazed over, and I stopped giving a shit after 2 cards. But the only thing I know about this, the only thing I give a shit about the Spider-Man set is one of the cards got a universe in like a in-universe version that's just a lizard that makes he's just lizard.
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 I got there eventually, but it started reading it 5 different times. Welcome on, Kasai.
Salutations. As the Yu-Gi-Oh player, as the person who's Yu-Gi-Oh poisoned,
Yes.
I have to say, Magic the Gathering concerns me more than Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment.
They're both bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not defending anything Magic the Gathering is doing. Yu-Gi-Oh has its serious problems as well. But like it is not a great time to be a fan of any of the big 3 card games.
Pokemon is fine.
No, it is not.
Pokemon's fine
It's
if you
not?
only play digitally.
Oh no,
If you try to
seemed
play
fine the
Pokemon
last time I was looking at it.
physically, it's not fine at all.
Oh no.
It is
You literally can't get any cards from the official site.
there are literally like stories of people attacking children to get a hold of Pokemon cards.
Oh.
Like it is Pokemon's not in a great place either. Like I said about the evolving
Here's the
land.
thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is well within its current pattern for power creep and going bonkers. Magic the Gathering is like hitting the accelerator.
I
Yeah.
suppose, but also
Like its foot is just on that pedal.
yeah.
No, it bricks on that pedal.
It
Yu-Gi-Oh! The power creep is like a thing where they're trying to at least sustain it.
Hold up, why is this
What
only
I've been-
20% done? What the fuck?
Oh my god, how big is this planet? Well,
That's
the moon.
oh, it's because we have to, the entire inside is. Okay, that explains
Oh.
it. Also, we're on our
Like-
first set of 3-minute ads. We realized every hour to turn off reels. People don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream. Go grab a snack, go hydrate. We'll be talking in the background.
So,
All I'm saying is, from an outsider perspective at least, I just feel like Cardfight Vanguard actually kind of suffered the too many sets problem.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Magic is
Don't get me
going
wrong.
there.
Yeah, it is absolutely going up there. The same CEO said he wants X amount of BG3 type games every other year, except the guy people who greenlit BG3 were fired. Sorry, let's let go and ignoring the fact BG3 took 6 years to make. I think there are no people who understand the world as little as the people who work as CEOs and finance people. I think they have the critical misunderstanding of how the world actually functions.
I think they understand how money works, but that's the issue.
Yeah, that money is not real life.
Money is not real life, and capitalism isn't useful. Let's not. Okay. But yeah,
Check it off your bingo card.
for Magic.
I
if
complain about
Magic
capitalism
and Power
constantly, so you're fine.
Fair. Okay. I like. But like for Magic and Power Creep, it's like the chase cards, like the big cards, are power creep more, power crept more and more and more, and the pack filler is mostly not well designed. Is the issue?
Welcome on, Ileana. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I'm late. Well, to be fair, you're busy. You're visiting Japan right now, right? Okay, I think this player literally
By the
just.
way, I'm Kasai.
I think this player literally just plays one drops with activated abilities so they can rope as hard as possible. Unironically, it's fucked up, but like because there are like there are actually because it is standard for card games online, like digitally, to have like rank floors where like no matter how many times you lose, you can't go lower on the ranks. Unironically, like making a bot that exists exclusively to run the timer as long as possible, and then auto join matches will eventually reach the highest level of gameplay. Welcome on, Brianna. Glad to be Sweet Bean.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, other card games are great. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but I've been enjoying what I have been able to play of the One Piece card game. And like the One Piece cards are relatively cheap to buy. There's a little bit of a supply issue with them, but because, you know, like there's not, you know, it's not nearly as bad as Pokemon cards because people aren't actively scalping for it.
They were initially, but not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm kind of upset at the One Piece card game, but that's not the card game's fault. That's fucking Bandai. Because they kind of decided, oh, One Piece, we're gonna completely drop the Digimon card game now.
Wait, oh, did they do... Oh my god. To be fair,
They kind of dropped the ball on it.
Because I have a friend who loves both the Digimon card game and the One Piece card game.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know, like I can only ever I think I can only ever be into like at most 2 card games at a time. Just like for my own sanity's sake, I don't have to adjust the like way my brain interprets rules differently.
Yeah. For myself, I am only playing Magic, and I don't think I will stop anytime soon. Though what I will stop is supporting WotC. Like, they had me with the Final Fantasy set. That was the last set I bought stuff from.
Yeah.
It's Final Fantasy. It's one of my absolute favorite IPs. But I've really only been playing, like, Cube
Yeah.
and Commander. So it's very much like, I don't care about their ban lists. I don't care about anything they really do. The company can go fuck itself.
As someone who is keeping up with the health of various formats just for like my own personal like, you know, curiosity, not a single constructed format is actually doing well in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Standard is being destroyed right now by Vivi Cauldron decks. Modern has been burning since Modern Horizons 2. Legacy has been approximately 3 cards, like, they keep refusing to ban the broken Dimir shit, and it keeps being broken. So we're like 3 or 4 like ban cycles behind where we reasonably should be if they actually took a reasonable action. Vintage is no one fucking plays Vintage.
Yeah. Then there's also the thing that Standard has been very, very broken for a long time now because they decide to not print sets for Standard, but print Commander sets in Standard sets for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very... What the fuck even is this? And, like, the only thing that really helps me enjoy the game are cubes, because they are something different. And Commander, just because I have a specific Commander playgroup, and we all enjoy about the same thing. Like, we all enjoy our games to not be competitive, but we have made a successful deck if we made a deck that allows us to touch cards and does something stupid.
Yeah.
The end. I legitimately ended the last game that I played by killing everybody, including myself. And that was a win for me.
The saddest I've ever been not losing a game of Magic the Gathering, or rather not winning a game of Magic the Gathering, was when I was borrowing my friend's Chaos deck, and I was 1 mana short from playing Frang and Omnipotence with Twin Furnaces of Wrath, which, shorthand for people who, you know, don't have the MTG autism, basically I would have dealt damage to everyone equal to half their life total and then doubled that damage. So it would have immediately forced the game into a draw.
Yay.
Because at that point, I'm not playing to win. I'm playing to cause problems.
Oh, yeah.
That deck definitely causes problems.
My brain is so card game poisoned.
I think one of the least fun experiences I had was, like, that one time somebody used a deck full of proxies that was just... It had a bunch of Moxes, and I'm not kidding, he was stuck on 3 lands for the entire game, and we, at a table of 4, we had to all play together in order to make sure that he doesn't go completely out of hand.
Yeah, that sounds about right. MTG sounds like a well-designed game. It genuinely is, but only when it's being like, welcome on, Spout. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Give me a shout for Spout. MTG is good, but only when it's being designed with the health of the card game in mind and not as a product.
Yeah, like,
Hope Powerwash is going well. It's going all right. Currently just yapping about Magic the Gathering. And,
Yeah.
you know, the feelings of betrayal and general frustration
Yeah.
with the state of the game.
If you want
I
to-
genuinely feel like you remember when they added a Chronos or from God of War to Fortnite?
No.
I believe that I feel like the Avatar. Okay, I feel like the Avatar set was the Magic the Gathering equivalent to that.
No. That was Doctor Who. We're long past that.
I would argue that the moment that it was truly beyond, like the moment of no coming back was the Fortnite Secret Lair. That was the moment where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering is now a product and no longer a card game meant for people who actually play it.
Yeah, that was the point where it just became like universes. Like, yeah, no, it just became the Magic is the Fortnite of card games,
Yeah.
which is hilarious because there is a Fortnite crossover. So,
Not the betrayal. It's like, because it's such a genuinely, like, when Magic is good, it genuinely is like one of the most fascinating games out there. But it's not been good, I would say, since like Guilds of Ravnica. Like Magic has not been in a good place in the last like 3 years. Wait, when was Guilds of
Yeah.
Ravnica? That was definitely more than 3 years ago.
that was 6 years ago.
You know what's funny about that? I got into Magic the Gathering because I was like, people say that's better designed than Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game wise. Why don't I at least check it out? What's going on there? And then I see things like Nadu, Winged Wisdom.
Yeah. I genuinely think, like,
yeah.
it's, like, honestly, if you can find, like, if you can find videos of people playing Magic the Gathering before, like, 2016, you'll understand what people saw in it.
Honestly, you don't even have to go that far. If you can find a way of, like, honestly, just play a limited play a limited format, and honestly, you will see something in it. Just regular draft can be so much fun if you have the right set.
Yeah.
The last few sets weren't that great, but I can tell you that even among the modern sets, there are a few that work really well. Like
What was the analog horror one?
the
The one with Valgavoth.
not Mansions of Madness. That's not what it was called. Duskmourn.
Duskmourn. Duskmourn had a really solid limited format.
Yeah,
It was like a lot
One
of fun.
an incredibly well-designed limited format was Theros Beyond Death. That
yeah.
was so much fun.
Pakalo, you
Such a
think of
good
Pakalo.
set.
I would say Oceano. I think Yu-Gi-Oh's problem is it's in its late stage Yu-Gi-Oh form. It's gotten to the point where it's like not much more it can go.
I have so
welcome.
many issues with
Good to have
Yu-Gi-Oh.
you. I have a lot of issues with Yu-Gi-Oh myself, and I think the most glaring one for me personally is the genuine, like, accessibility issue that is the text. The card, there's too much there's too much text on a card that is too small for me to feel genuinely, like, I actively feel unwelcome to the game because I don't even have particularly bad eyesight, but I don't have 20/20, so I can't read the fucking cards.
I have dyslexia. I cannot read it. No.
Yes, we are discussing
that's not even my-
modern Magic, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's not even my biggest issue with Yu-Gi-Oh, quite honestly. I think the only thing that is keeping
You know what?
Magic alive is the formats.
I think-
the
Sorry.
special formats.
I think I've realized what it is about Magic, or what it is about Yu-Gi-Oh I don't like. Every format is just eggs from Magic the Gathering. to explain to non-Magic the Gathering players, there is this deck archetype that has existed in Magic the Gathering called Eggs, which has infamously been awful every time it's been legal. Like it is the kind of deck where like it is the stereotype of what people think card games are, where it's like, you know, it's like turn 3. The opponent is like 75% chance to win, but it takes like 40 minutes for them to combo out and figure out if they won or lost. Good evening, the universe tried to rapture me, but I decided against it. It was all the Tylenol. Thank God for Tylenol. It saved us from the rapture. Why does the Magic set I like have to be the death of the product as a whole?
Which one? Which set are you talking about, Monkey?
Yeah, most Yu-Gi-Oh decks are like that. Because it's I think my frustration with Yu-Gi-Oh is I look at a lot of what people play, and even the decks that aren't top tier are still like 30 to 40 minutes of just jerking yourself off in a single player game, and then you have a board that's either gets wiped or the game is over.
Oh god, yeah. Like when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, way back in the day, I say, as if it was actually, it's kind of almost 10 years ago by now. I played a deck called Fluffles, and it's not a good deck. It's by far not a good deck. And all it does is vomit a bunch of shit onto the board, destroy your opponent's cards, and then attack for game instantly in turn 2. You always want to go second. It's not a good deck, because first of all, it can't go first. And second of all, if it didn't manage to destroy your shit, it couldn't kill you. It was considered a slow deck, because all it could do was kill you on turn 2. Which was your first turn, by the way.
I do want to say, the focus on hand traps and such has made the game very much a lot more dense in interaction. So yeah, maybe a turn goes on a bit, but if you have hand traps or something,
the problem
there's
is
a bit of like
the hand traps, I would say, lead to more non-games. Because my issue with Yu-Gi-Oh isn't even that it's a combo fest. Because I like Legacy. I think Legacy when it isn't being destroyed by overpowered cards is genuinely a fascinating format. But Legacy combo decks usually combo and win the game in like 5 minutes. From starting the turn where they combo to you being dead, it's like 5 minutes at most. And so in that 5 minutes, you don't have to be tracing every single spell on the stack. You just, like, if you have a counter spell in hand, you just wait for them to put something important, and then you counter that, and then you know at that point if you've lost or won. It's not that, like, it's not the lack of interaction even, it's the fact that, like, even with interaction, you're still having to sit there for 30 to 40 minutes as they, like, you know, as they cast a bunch of spells that, like, you know, aren't worth interacting with until they land the big thing that you counter. It's the downtime and not necessarily the fact that there is no interaction that makes it a frustrating experience.
well, that's fair.
Yeah.
For me,
I am also going to say
sorry,
a lot of things have eked into turn 0 territory.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're comboing off before you even get your first turn.
Yeah, there are a couple of Magic the Gathering decks that will do that, but they are very rare and they are very inconsistent. For me, Magic went over the edge to the product with Murders of Karlov Manor because they started treating the lore/world of Magic as a commodity they could just slap hats on. Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
Final Fantasy is a
so
good
bad.
set, but I don't think Magic can recover from it. It represented them replacing a standard Magic set with an unrelated product and it being massively financially successful. Because here's the thing. I think Final Fantasy fundamentally does work as a Magic the Gathering set. It is a good product, and it is also a good crossover product. And those two things aren't necessarily one and the same.
Yeah.
That having been said, it made fuck tons of money. It made 11 squintillion fucking dollars So WotC doesn't care anymore, and they're going to keep doing things that make the game worse because it draws in people who aren't going to stick around to see the game after. It's the cocaine binge state of Magic the Gathering right now.
Yeah.
Where like
I
all
can't
of the
even-
money's being pumped in, but there's no consideration for where we're going to be like 3 or 4 years down the line.
I can even tell you why Final Fantasy worked halfway decently. And that is because Magic the Gathering was based on effectively D&D originally. Like, it was based on, like, kind of similar mythology.
Yes.
And it is also made by the same people. Like, that's why I would say the Universes Beyond set, the, like, Universes Beyond set with D&D worked somewhat well. Because, you know, it is just the same thing, a bit different.
For sure. Thanks for hanging out, Zeph. Go get some good dinner, okay?
Yeah, get some good dinner. Bye. And Final Fantasy is also based on D&D, in case you've never played
wasn't aware of that.
game.
It
That's
does
why
kind of
there's
check
mind
out.
players in Final Fantasy.
Wait, what? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Mind players are a reoccurring enemy type in D&D.
Because I knew that they were in D&D. I didn't know that they were in Final Fantasy.
They are in Final Fantasy. Mind flayers are a reoccurring enemy in almost every Final Fantasy. There's so much more. Like, they are very, very connected. The original Final Fantasy is chock full of references to old school D&D.
I mean, to be fair,
And
it's kind of wild, because, like, that is just, like, multicultural nerdisms, you know?
Yeah. It was always based on that. Like, that's why I would say, okay, this kind of works out. This is all, like, the same classical fantasy setting. What the fuck does Spider-Man have to do with all of this?
I would argue, to some degree, that having a similar... Like, I would say that to some degree it's the aesthetics that is the bigger thing that matters. Well, I guess, okay, the combination of aesthetics and, like, clear, like, a clear design direction. Look on sine cosine tangent. Final Fantasy used Vankian magic in the early games, too.
Oh yeah, Venetian. The
Okay.
Venetian magic system is the like, so in the very first Final Fantasy, the way it worked, and in Final Fantasy 3 as well, you had spell slots. You
Okay.
didn't have MP. You had spell slots, just like you have in D&D.
Starky D&D second edition, I think, was massively influential to Japan's perception of the fantasy genre. Interesting.
Yes.
Fun fact
Another-
about that. Japan
another-
has kobolds that are different than America because of that.
Yes, because I'm aware of the translation error.
Yes.
That Japanese kobolds are a result of them mistranslating, so they are interpreted as, like, dog-like creatures rather than dragon-like.
Yeah. So, like, that's why I honestly think Final Fantasy worked as a crossover set, because of the, like, strong aesthetic and, like, the direction to go with. While, oh boy.
Welcome
Oh
on
boy.
Tiger Fire. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Yes, I love Epic the Musical.
Epic is so good.
It is.
Final.
I'm gonna make it my
Final-
first ever musical that I watch, honestly.
Oh, I wish I could. The final saga is disappointing, but that's a different conversation.
Wait, of Epic?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The final saga is the best one in the entire thing.
What? No.
Wow, the water looks so good. I'm actually genuinely curious why you think the Ithaca saga is the worst. Right, it's not the worst one.
It's not the worst.
We all know what the worst
It's
one
just-
is.
The Cyclops.
Yeah, the Cyclops saga.
Oh boy.
That one's
boy,
like
is that one
universal.
boring.
We don't gotta talk about the Cyclops saga.
Yeah, we don't get to talk. Like, the music is okay. Here's the thing. I love the first 2 songs of the final saga.
Let's see.
No. Oh god, wait. I have to. What was the final
Let's see.
saga's exact
It's the
lineup?
challenge. No, because I'm. Hold up. I have it saved on my Spotify. Let me look real quick. The challenge, hold them down, Odysseus. I can't help but wonder, and would you fall in love with me again?
So, the challenge and Would You Fall in Love with Me Again are so amazing. They are fucking cinema, and they are great.
Yes.
Hold Them Down is okay.
Usually I hear people like dislike Hold It Down because of the content of the song itself, and not just like
That as well. Like, it makes me uncomfortable to listen to, but that's fine. That's not a reason for me to say that the song, like, that it worsens the saga because the content of the song is bad. Like, it's bad because that's what the story is about.
Yes.
So, like, Hold Them Down, I'm fine with. It makes me a bit uncomfortable to listen to, but it goes on for a bit too long for me for something that really isn't that relevant and also doesn't develop that much. And then the absolute fucking punch in the face that is, I can't help but wonder. The fact that Athena gets finished off in like 3 lines of dialogue and doesn't get a proper song to end on or anything is criminal. The fact that we never get much of a final Penelope song
I mean,
that properly establishes her character is criminal.
I would
The
argue
fact that we don't
that,
get an
like, because Would You Fall in Love with Me Again is basically it is a combination of Penelope and Odysseus, but I would argue that it is very much Penelope's song in the same way the challenge is.
yes, but they are not an establishing character song. She doesn't really get one, which upsets me to no end. And again, Athena deserved a final song. Athena, so that deserved a final song. In general, like, some conclusions would have been nice. Oh boy.
Because
Don't get me wrong. Would You Fall in Love with Me and The Challenge? Gorgeous. Some of the best songs I have heard.
I think that because there are certain, like, you know, having, you know, watched a lot of Jorge Riviera's, like, you know, TikToks about a lot of what he mentions. I actually kind of like the fact that because, like, Athena as a character goes through, like, I would argue that the end of Athena's arc is in God Games. Like, that is her moment to shine. Like, that is the moment where, like, she as a character, like, finishes her arc of going from, like, being, like, you know, very much a manifest of pride as reasonably the goddess of wisdom would be, to willing to put her own well-being on the line for someone else and actually understanding where Odysseus is coming from. I think if you're looking at Athena as a character, where she's very much motivated by, her motivation is not in service of Odysseus. Her motivation is in creating and manifesting like a true military genius, like and then having that be like, you know, basically a temple or shrine or, you know, a celebration of her as a goddess. And then it's pretty clear, you know, it's very clear in I can't help but wonder that like Odysseus is not going back out. Odysseus's story as a warrior ends with I can't help but wonder. So it to some degree I get that frustration of being like, well, you know, they could have like you know, there could have been more more going on between the two of them. But I don't know what even would be said if like there was another song where like Athena and Poseidon got to really hash it out. To be fair, Penelope's main thing was the trickery of holding the challenge until that point. And I think that like shows to some degree Penelope, like it, I would say the challenge is very much Penelope's song that establishes her as a character, someone who's very sly, willful, who is unfortunately kind of stuck in a position where as a woman she isn't respected in this culture, but she's doing what she can to delay things that way, you know, Odysseus can or has a chance to make a return.
Yeah. I agree with that. I just really dislike how much focus is given. It's hard for me to explain.
Telemachus.
To be... Huh?
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Telemachus.
To be honest with you, I kind of agree. Telemachus is the major reason why, like, the Wisdom Saga is not up there in my higher tier. Just because him as a character isn't particularly compelling.
Honestly, I don't think I dislike Odysseus towards the end in a certain extent, but that's fine. That's also
I think
it's
if you're
the fact that
oh, sorry. No, you go ahead.
I think it's the fact that Telemachus gets an entire saga, effectively, or like a big chunk of a saga.
Yeah.
Athena doesn't get a song to properly say goodbye, and also doesn't talk with Telemachus anymore, which is really weird to me. Penelope, like, barely has half a saga.
I think that honestly you could fix it by just replacing Legendary with a song for Penelope. Like I think like that's like the major thing that would like help make the ending a little bit more established is replace Legendary with a Penelope song where she, you know, like I don't want to say move the challenge up, but like split the challenge into Penelope's trickery of, you know, delaying her marriage as she unweaves her shroud, and then have the challenge be specifically about how she's setting up something that only her husband could reasonably do. And then
I think
have the song separately where Telemachus gets into a fight with the suitors.
I think what it is really for me is how much focus there is just on Odysseus. Which, yes, it's the Odyssey. I get it. But also, it just, like... Telemachus feels okay, even though I really don't like how quickly everything goes with I can't help but wonder. You know, it's just like, oh, Dad, you're back. I'm so happy. Mom's waiting, by the way. Like, okay. That's it? Sure. Like, I feel like Penelope would have needed another song. I feel like it doesn't need an entire song, but maybe a bit more dialogue between Odysseus and Telemachus, considering that he was like one of the major reasons that he moved. Give
Also-
Athena something to end on. It was just, I think for me, the biggest thing was just how focused it was on Odysseus and not resolving any of the other characters' tension.
I feel like Penelope and Telemachus got reasonable resolutions, and I feel like having a goddess in a Greek play have a resolution is not necessarily accurate to like how they would reasonably be portrayed. Because the gods are very much in Greek theater very much portrayed as forces of will, as they are,
Yeah.
the manifestation of various forces that the Greeks were able to identify and then idealize. I feel like it makes sense that Athena would just be, well, like it wasn't, I put a lot of energy into this, it didn't pan out. Oh well, like I have infinite more time to try again to make another better general. So she was very much like, hey, we cool, and then to some degree, like having that moment of being like, I learned something from you, even if you weren't the person I was looking for, is enough resolution in my mind for what she's trying to do.
I'm gonna be right
Yes.
back. I need a sandwich.
Ooh, get a sandwich.
Telemachus literally has nothing to relate with his dad, though. He was literally a baby when he left. I would argue that just seeing your father, having it be like in some way clear that he is, having an absent parent who you've heard so much about, and then having like to some degree those expectations lived up to and even surpassed. It's one of those. Telemachus is like, I can't help but wonder, is very much a I've been gone for so like you've been gone for so long, I don't even know how to begin to talk to you. But it's also like that's not necessarily portrayed as being a bad thing,
Yeah.
It's basically like, hey, there's like these characters exist outside of the context of what was written down.
Yeah, but I honestly feel like that is something that really didn't come across for me in the song, where it's just like, I don't know how to relate to you. I don't like the entire thing of like, we've never talked because I was a baby. Like that never, it was handled so quickly, and it was just like, oh, mom's waiting for you, as if like, oh yeah, we talked enough. Like it wasn't, it didn't feel like oh, we have nothing to relate on. It felt more like oh, we should wrap up business as usual, which that felt off. Then the fact that also Athena didn't talk with Telemachus anymore, like at least a mention of the two of them, considering the entire fucking saga that happened.
I mean, to be
That
fair,
was
that
weird.
one's more or less like that. I'm a big proponent of leaving things with open endings.
Oh,
You know-
I am not saying wrap it up in a neat little bow. I'm just saying,
Because like in my mind,
comes
it's
Razor?
reasonable that like they would continue, like it is in my mind reasonable that Athena would continue to assist Telemachus. Like that is not an unreasonable expectation. So like I mostly just kind of filled in that blank myself. And like I think therein lies like that. I think that's why the endings that it's like it is very open to interpretation. Like there's not like, oh, they lived happily ever after. Even though like Will You Fall in Love with Me Again is a very clear like, hey, things are different, but there's still that's okay.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, I don't want them to like clearly wrap things up. There's a lot of things where I'm like wondering what was the point of all of this if we're not even going to acknowledge that it happened.
In regards to
For example, Athena talking with Telemachus.
And to some degree, like, I think to some degree, because it is a musical, like, we are basically dealing with a musical with only the musical segments. I think that there will probably be, like, there'll be little things like that you'll be able to hide through the animation that make it clear that there is still, like, that connection between Athena and Telemachus, that you can play more in the background, because I feel like it's the kind of note you don't want to, like, make a big deal of.
I guess if they're really going to, like, make an animation or, like, a proper musical with it.
I mean, it literally, I believe it, like, Jorge is currently in talks with an animation studio.
Yeah.
So, like,
in that case, it would be fixed, yeah, but, like, without it, that is speculation then. But yeah, in that case, I would retract the criticism of that specific thing. I still think the final saga is too focused on Odysseus with something that I don't know, I just don't really care about.
I'll be honest with you, and this is not me giving you shit, like, by the way, like, just to clarify, I'm not, like, trying to, like, say, like, oh, you know, that's an invalid opinion, but it is a little bit, because, like, in my mind, that is how, you know, heroes' journeys are supposed to end. Is, like, this is the classical hero's journey, where, like, he finally manages to make it back home, and is, like,
but he's different.
Finding his new exactly. It is in that sense, like, literally, like, you know, the Heroes with 1,000 Faces style, like, he starts off at home, you know, call to adventure being, you know, the Trojan War, and then from there, you know, the trials and tribulations of the sailing back home, and then when he gets back home, you get that, like, resolution of him as a character.
But we already have the resolution of him being like this so much earlier in... God. Both in Thunderbringer and in 600 Strike, I just feel like the entire anger is so overplayed by the time we hit the Murdering Song. And the entirety of, like it just... Yeah, that's why I don't really care about that part. Like, it's not that I'm like, oh, hero's journey bad. It's like, yeah, we got it. He kind of killed, like, well, he didn't kill, they basically killed themselves, but he blames himself for it. So, like, we kind of got this part already with this. And 600 Strike, we get it.
I mean, okay. To some degree, I feel like, Will You Fall in Love with Me Again, and like, because what series are we talking about? We're talking about Epic the Musical.
Epic the Musical.
Because I would argue that, like, the Odysseus we see in 600 Strike, that we see in the song Odysseus, that we see in Vengeance, is not the kind of Odysseus that can end a story. Because...
Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm saying that Will You Fall in Love with Me Again is, like, amazing, because it does finish the story between Penelope and Odysseus properly.
Yes.
But that's the only thing that I feel like is finished properly.
Okay, I haven't seen the musical, so I'm just in the gremlin corner. Sorry, we kind of went off on this one.
All good.
But, you know, basically what you need to know, Epic the Musical, good. Universally, everyone agrees Cyclops Saga is the worst.
Amazing. Cyclops Saga is very boring, musically.
I need to just, like... Yeah. I probably need to, like, brain rot more. Because, like, I don't even reasonably know what my order would be. I do think I would put the Ithaca Saga as my favorite.
Really?
I'm trying to think of, like, another... maybe honestly, the only competition would be the Cersei Saga for me. There isn't actually a musical for it, just the music albums. Technically, yeah, it is a,
Yeah.
what's the term for it?
It's a concept album.
Yeah, concept album, that's it. Yeah, it's a concept album for a musical that the creator was writing, and it basically became like semi-famous on the internet, and a lot of people were really, really excited about it, and it's apparently in the process of being talked about for a like major like studio animation. Me quietly listening, knowing only later half of the songs.
I think my favorite saga would be the Underworld saga.
I like the Underworld saga. I feel like it's in like this is like my personal hang up with it. I feel like it's cheating. Because it's only 3 songs. Like
I guess.
Because it's it's one of those things where it's like I view it like almost like as like a on average, or like I guess not like on average, but more like like total amount of like minutes to a specific saga that I think is like genuinely solid. That and I'm not the hugest fan personally of the style of Monster.
I really love Monster.
I like it as a story moment. I don't necessarily like it as a song, I think is the big thing. And I had that same moment, I had that same feeling. Welcome to Big Family Thing of scheduled for 39 months. I had that same feeling towards 600 Strike, to be honest. Where I'm like, it's a great story moment. I would not listen to the song willingly.
Say 600 Strike I hate. I think that's my least favorite song.
The prophet, though, is clear as oracles get saying you're gonna get home, but you won't recognize yourself, and Odie just not getting it. I mean, to be fair, if the oracle said that, like, here's the thing, like, in terms of like Greek mythology, oracles were cryptic for a fucking reason, and it's because every single time they were like explicit about a prophecy, shit went bad. Every single time they're like, hey, you're doomed, you're like, you will die because of XYZ reason. The kings would not only die, but also, in doing so, kill a lot of other people. Like that, like, if you were an oracle in any sort of mythology, you learn to speak with pretty fucking shrouded language. Because people do not react well to someone telling them, hey, you're gonna die, like, that's the entire crux of fucking Ringu and the Ring, is like, if someone called you and said you're going to die in 7 days, I can't imagine you're going to react particularly well to it. To be fair, the Oracle's already dead.
I mean, I feel like you keep this way of speaking.
Yeah. Like, so that's probably just, like, force of habit. Also, like, what... I'm trying to remember, because Mauricio specifically was killed for giving a, like, he got specifically the oracle that was killed for being explicit about a prophecy. So, like, it makes sense that he would be like, I'm not gonna give you the direct truth because you're not gonna like it. What's up, Chris?
To quote Uguay, one often meets their fate after trying to avoid their fate.
Exactly. And to be fair, that's the entire crux of, like, why, one of the most fucking miserable punishments in all of Greek mythology is the one Apollo gives to... Oh, what's her name? The one who can see the future but was cursed by Apollo that all of her predictions would be believed false. She went on to be murdered by Medea, I'm pretty sure. Greek oracle,
Cassandra?
Cassandra. That's it. Yeah, fucking Cassandra was given the gift of prophecy by Apollo, and she was like, "Hey, I appreciate it, but I'm not interested." And Apollo was like, let me fucking curse you so no one will believe any of your prophecies." She literally was like I believe she dies for fucking Medea, like at the end of Jason and the Argonauts like section where Jason and Medea get married, and then Jason betrays Medea, and Medea in fucking vengeance kills Cassandra and everyone else. She knew she was going to die very painfully. Or I don't think it was Medea that killed her. It was someone else. Medea kills a lot of people, to be fair.
Okay, I've re-listened to the last few songs of the final saga again while we were talking, just to kind of refresh my memory. And yeah, it is I love the challenge. I love Would You Fall in Love with Me Again. Odysseus drags on for way too long. Why is that song 5.5 minutes long and it's just about him murdering people?
True to source material with Greek theater.
Fair, I guess.
I mean, that one's lore accurate.
We haven't been sticking to lore accurate shit in other parts.
That's fair.
But sure, let's go with that one. And I Can't Help But Wonder is literally just Odysseus talking. The other characters that he's reuniting, the character that he's reuniting it with doesn't get a word in edgewise, and that kind of bothers me. Telemachus has 2 lines in the entire song, and again, it's a 5-minute song.
The entire first chorus is Telemachus. The entire first chorus, and what's the part that's not the chorus?
The bridge
everything up to the second I Can't Help But Wonder is Telemachus. Of course, Odie would make a dad joke about Cassandra's curse situation. Well, thanks for the oracle powers, but no thanks. Well, screw you. That, to be fair, that was the Greeks were all too aware of how capricious their gods were. So it is
oh, yeah.
very much to be expected. They have to give his son some murder time too. So I made a post about how her and Odysseus meeting and becoming the best duo. Whenever I prophecy, no one believes me. I'm nobody. Tell me everything. Wait, that's a really good point. If Odysseus and Cassandra got together, they'd be fucking unstoppable.
Oh, true. The team up you weren't expecting.
What was the fucking I think was it Dracula, the one where the two characters with brain cells meet up and solve the plot halfway through the book? There's definitely a book where that functionally happens, where it's basically full of morons, and then halfway through the book the two smart characters meet up and
breaking news,
realize
a man
everything.
was admitted to the hospital today with 25 plastic toy horses inserted in his rectum.
That sounds
Doctors
funny
have
as fuck.
described his condition as stable.
I like how you had to modify that joke because you couldn't talk about fitting a horse up the rectum because this is the furry space. I was not modified. Someone who wrote that joke knew. They understood. They understood the assignment. And what to avoid in regards to their jokes. But you know, like, because hold up, it breaks down to chorus, because there's chorus. It's not refrain.
I think chorus is refrain. So
Yes, like there's the part that's not the. I hate that my fucking brain works like this. My brain isn't like, oh yeah, fucking like lions are the ones, like my brain is not like tigers are the ones with the stripes. My brain is like tigers and lions are similar. Lions have manes, therefore tigers are the ones with the stripes. I can't just fucking remember that tigers have stripes. I have to fucking like logic my way through this bullshit.
I like.
That's a very personal gripe about my particular my failings of my brain function. But no.
Do you?
I have no clue why, but giraffe and elephant are adjacent in my brain structure.
Huh.
I can oversized African mammal would probably be my brain's categorization for why they would be next to each other.
So whenever I see those words, the words feel similar in some way.
You don't know tigers have stripes?
Can't put my finger on.
Okay, if you fucking like if you whipped a gun out, you're like I'm walking down the street. You're like, think fast, chuckle nuts. You pull out a gun and you're like, which one's which? Which one has stripes? And I'd be like, you gave me my gut reaction. My brain, it would be a 50-50. It would be a toss-up. It would be a fucking coin flip because my brain doesn't know, for whatever goddamn reason, that tigers have stripes. My brain knows that tigers aren't lions and lions have manes. Like my I don't know why my fucking brain is built like this. I'm just built wrong.
You're built different, built better.
Built incorrectly.
Built incorrectly, but lovable. Also, do you mean the pre-chorus or do you mean the verse? By the way,
Verse. The first verse the first verse in the first chorus is all Telemachus. That verse was the word I was looking for.
I think he only has the pre-chorus, but maybe.
Where's my stripe, Starky? Okay, listen, if I'm drawing you, that's different, because it's like the fucking disconnect in my brain between, like, the word tiger and, like, the image of tiger. If you fucking downloaded an image of a tiger into my brain, I'd be able to, like, I would recognize it. I'm like, yes, that is that animal. I wouldn't be able to immediately come up with a name, but I'd be able to be like, yeah, like, I know what animal this is.
Yes, that is an animal.
I love this animal. This is my favorite animal on the
Animal.
Citadel. To be fair, actually, I do love big cat saunas.
My name is Shepherd, and this is my favorite animal on the Citadel.
I'll be honest with you, they had such a good bit that they just did not take in Mass Effect. They can have that one for free. They whenever does like a mod where they revoice completely rewrite Mass Effect.
The only way I'm gonna play Skyrim is when there's a mod that replaces all the voice lines with Gen Alpha slang.
But why? Why would you want that? What's a crisp?
Starky, look, I
Because if
drew
I'm gonna
this animal.
experience
Do you
Skyrim,
like
that's
it?
the experience I want to experience.
I mean, fair, isn't that one mod? There's like the mod where you like you have what's his name? It's not Aurelian Soul. That's a different. The one who keeps talking about how you keep looking at his penis. I sound like a fucking mad person, but I swear to God, it's like fucking based on it's based on like one of the like deities from Oblivion. Dagoth Thank you, Kronos. Thank you, Kronos, for understanding my fucking inane blathering. So I don't sound like a serial killer.
Don't worry, you do sound like a serial killer. What?
Dagoth. Okay, so Dagoth is one of the what's the name for the gods in Skyrim? It's not Oblivion Stanky. I've only ever played fucking Skyrim, and I didn't even finish it.
Only thing I know about Skyrim is that it has mods like the mod that lets you make a dragon a Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's the same fucking entity as the like a new hand touches the beacon. Meridia's beacon. Who the fuck is Meridia?
I think I know what you're referencing, but okay, yeah, sure.
Daedric Princess?
Starky. The Daedric Princess. Which one talks about his dick?
Apparently Dagoth. I'm playing Morrowind, and spoilers, Dagoth is the final boss. You should ask Cody all about Dagoth. Because there's a mod where like they turn him into like a companion you can use in Skyrim. Hi there, lovely ones. I got another 100 on my sociology quiz. Heck yeah. Why the fuck did my brain try to replace the word sociology with Scientology? That's a very different thing to get 100 on.
My Scientology class was not particularly disappointing
I'm
today.
so glad I didn't try writing today. I actually would have had a stroke. Dagoth talks a lot. Nerevar this. Yeah, that's right. It's like, Nerevar, I see you looking at my penis.
The fuck?
I swear to God, that is the mod. I swear to God, okay. I'm not making this up. Yeah, there's an entire, hold up, I'm pulling up the fucking YouTube video. Because there's just Dagoth hold up, let me go to fucking youtube.com. So that way I can show, I promise, I'm not crazy.
You are crazy, but not in that way.
Someone fucking... Wait, are there... Because fucking... Oh, god damn it. I hold up a moment. I opened the wrong window. I have too many windows open. I have too many of them. Specifically, too many Firefox windows open. Like, that's the problem.
Guy in the chair.
I love Doggy.
Oh damn! Ads started playing for me. Fuck.
Here, let me send it to you as well.
Sure.
Because it's fucking. They Gen Z'd the Skyrim intro. Yes, Fems. Why is it like this? Is this the way this character is written in Morrowind? Is Dagoth in Morrowind a fucking complete degenerate? No? Okay, so they just turned into a full force meme.
What is this? Starky!
I don't know.
What have you subjected me to?
I can't even remember where I fucking first saw that. I could not tell you. I could not tell you the first fucking moment that it fucking invaded my brain cells. I want to say it was probably TikTok's fault. But I think I feel like I heard some of those lines before TikTok even existed. He's more holier than thou in the actual game. Okay. I see. I've never played Morrowind. I think Morrowind is widely considered the best of the Elder Scrolls games.
I think so.
I feel like it's the one people are like the most like I hear people constantly talking about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna reinstall Morrowind and play it, but like I never hear that about Oblivion. It is, but it's harder. To be fair, Oblivion and Skyrim are like genuinely hilariously broken. Skyrim is just that one meme of like the illusion of choice where both paths lead to fucking Stealth Archer. You just accidentally like you just accidentally like, oh, you know, you leveled up stealth and then oops, you used a bow once, guess you're stealth arching for the rest of the run. It's not even like it's it's not even like it's specifically overpowered. No, it's specifically overpowered. It just is like the easiest like intro like class. Because I've seen some truly disgusting shit with the magic because of how broken that system is, but it's like fortification loops, or it's what it's called, where like you basically get infinite magic. You craft paralyzed potions that last until the heat death of the universe.
Also, I have sent you something that reminds me of.
The final boss of what in God's green earth is this?
It's a Final Fantasy meme. 14 specifically.
Good. I've not played any amount of 14, so this will be great.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
I cannot play 14.
It's an actual speech in the game. By the way.
But Gen Z'd.
Yeah, but Gen Z'd. Like, this is pretty much word for word what he says, just as a Gen Z.
Like... What the fuck is this?
What's worse, the fact that I can understand this, or the fact that I'm thinking I can make this worse?
I know you can make it worse. Don't worry, it's not a competition. I genuinely, I'm fucking Gen Z and I don't get it. I know what these words mean individually, but when you put them together in this fucking in this kind of density, they just stop meaning anything. Can I provide this link to the Gen Z Skyrim intro? Sure, I guess we're doing just chatting now.
I also sent you a video.
Oh my merciful God. Well, you know, it was fun. It was fun playing Powerwash Sim. This is the rest of the stream.
For like 5 minutes.
Skippity, 100%. This is fucking reputation minus. Skippity is not a Gen Z term. Fuck off, fuck out of here with that. That is very uniquely Gen Alpha. Welcome on to Reservoir. Glad to have you, sweet bean.
Okay. You want to know what the trick is to understand this density?
Yes.
You stop trying to listen to the individual words and you just try to understand the overall cumulative vibe.
Okay, I guess. Welcome on in, Kusa. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Can we share for Kusa Light?
Happy birthday, Starky.
It's not. My birthday's next week. It's like next Wednesday. So you're close, but no cigar. Why did... Oh, I was early. Why is he the fucking Among Us? I swear to God, not the fucking Mr. Beast post. There was something at the end of September. Yep, it's October 1st. So hey, pretty good way of remembering, honestly. I feel like I no longer need to play Final Fantasy 14. I feel like I have it all right here. I feel like I'm getting the full experience.
No, please trust me.
I'll be honest with you. I struggle with MMOs so hard, mostly because of my ADHD. I just like.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not saying you should play it. I'm saying trust me. This is nothing like it.
Okay, fair enough. God damn it. I feel like this is an underutilized meme. I feel like the virtual insanity pose is one that's underutilized, and I think we should use more of it. Question, how do I remove a song? I had the wrong one. Here, I can remove it for you. There we go. I'm having a fucking mental breakdown. I want to do the virtual insanity dance now that I have a fursuit. Hell yeah. Admittedly, it's one of you because the dance is going to be a little bit limited, but because the specific way that it's set up, but again, okay, Gen Alpha brain rot or Gen Alpha slang.
Listen, this is bad enough.
I feel like this is AI generated. I feel it did the voice acting is giving AI generation. Hey, Kosai, why the fuck would you do this to me and everyone in chat? To be honest with you, 9 a.m. calculus ain't great, but it's not nearly as bad as fucking the popcorn in the teeth. Anyways, we distraction sufficiently applied to the stream. But no, like
It's fine. We've made sure that Starky will never ever get to anything.
Here, God,
Of anti-productivity.
what the fuck? Final Fantasy 14 guys speech one? No, not the Discord. Not the fucking Discord tries to replicate. These are okay, but low-key, this is also a meme that's like extremely high effort, and by extremely high effort, I mean editing these together is usually.
Those are great.
This is what it's like. If this, you know what, I've considered implementing on stream before what I call like the speech jammer, which is just like forcing basically making it so that way I hear my own voice as I talk, because even like I'm used to speaking over myself, but even then it still like slows me down and fucks with the way I say things. And that's very much what that experience is. Oh, I hate those.
I once did that to myself. I have not recovered.
I think it's because like I think it's because I've got enough experience with it where like I can like shut off the part of my brain that listens. I want Starky to speak over me, like, yes, interrupt me.
Oh, trust me, Starky interrupting you is very sexy. I've had it happen.
Wait, what? I feel like I'm missing something. Hello? I feel like I'm out of the loop.
Starky. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was about to make a joke, but like I'm canceling that joke now.
You're cancelled.
You're canceled. You're canceled.
You're cancelled. Your Twitter.
Just grab my lips and go silence. I mean, listen, I'll be honest with you. With the way my brain's operating right now, I almost just said something deeply out of pocket.
I know.
It was about to be some shit that was like. Listen, the filter is slipping. I think honestly, you know, when it comes to chatting with friends, I am a lot more willing to be on the sussy side.
Howdy, partner.
What's up, Chris?
What's set in a swell period, my bird up daddy? Keeping it 10 toes on the boogie? I heard that you were doing a duck and dive with that power wash. Are you hanging 10 on a twin fin or in a barrel with your thruster? I dig it, my Radbowski. Keep it right on for the hip slip on God. Keep the spirit free and the digs far out, chat.
I think Crisp got, you know, possessed by a ghost of 1940s style surfer dude, and I don't like it. I gotta say, I'm not a fan. Welcome on, Bumblebee. It's glad to be Sweet Bean. Honestly, low-key, I think for me, like the only like limit in regards to like things I'm willing to talk about is like stuff that I know the other person is comfortable with. Like once I know the other person's comfortable, you know, talk like with saucy talk, I'm 100% down to do it. But like, I also like I recognize that I tend to be like way more. I don't say shields down, but like more willing to like. How do I describe it? Like I can talk about whatever because it worst case like. You know, I just like view it as like autonomous bodily processes. You know, it's like, oh, at ease.
That is a way to express that, Starky.
But like at some point,
the only thing keeping me from going into TMI topics is the other person might be uncomfortable.
Exactly. It's fucking exactly that. What's up, Chris?
Apparently in one of my classes that I've been going to for a month now, they almost academically withdrew me from the class because they misspelt my name on the class list. How hilarious. Almost crashed
autonomous
out.
bodily processes.
Autonomous bodily processes. That's
because Loki, that is.
wording.
I mean, listen. Fucking check it off your bingo card because I'm mentioning it. Being raised by a nurse means that I have a pretty like cavalier view of the way the human body works. Which means, like, I don't give a shit, like, you know, about the stuff that usually makes people blush.
Oh, no. I get that. Just calling it autonomous bodily processes makes it sound like it's something different.
I actually feel bad because I tend to refer to people as, like, if I'm talking about specifically gender, I say, like, male or female. But, like, because of, you know, dipshits on the internet, female is actually... can be interpreted as like, you know, like prejudicial language, which is not my intent. It's just my fucking I am so divorced from the context of gender that like it literally just exists to me as like whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Yeah.
But I have no emotional content, like, you know, I have no emotional association with gender. So like
I had a friend,
whatever fucking pronouns you want for me.
I had a friend recently who told that to me, like, you're the only person where I'm not on guard when they say the word female. It's like, thank you, I guess. Yeah, sometimes I just use that word.
Because in my mind, I'm just like, it's very, it's very clinical, which, like, when coming from someone who, like, cares is good. When it comes from someone who's, like, who clearly doesn't, it's like, well, like, it's dehumanizing. And so, like, I'm trying to work it out of my vocabulary. Like, I try to say, like, ladies or women. Fellow birds, you're welcome on Smite Wings. Good idea, Sweet Bean. Fellow more burbs. Love the Molly? Yeah, it's adorable. It was made by Peebo Drops, who did a spectacular job. But, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I try to be respectful. But also, like, I view gender so much from, like, like a passive observer perspective. Starky, what pronouns do you want to use today? I prefer he, they, but largely that's just from the perspective of someone who's grown up being called he, they. Like, I'm pretty indifferent.
So, regarding being slang, I believe that she has, like, an entire, I forget if it's a book or a spreadsheet on slang terms.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not clock that B was a lady.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Bumblebee is a chatter who is a friends with Kasai.
Oh.
Which I just
Oh, yeah.
I did not clock it because, like I said, I never consider. I just assume everyone here is a gay furry like I am. That's like all I have context for. This is what my entire like stream existence is based around, which is to some degree funny because like I actually do know I have a decent number of straight non-furry and otherwise non-gay furry people that hang out here. Cis ace furry, but close enough, yeah. I'm yeah, that's close enough. I don't, do I qualify as cis? I call myself agender because I really do not give a shit. I'm completely indifferent.
Yeah, like when. Oh, sorry.
No, I have preferred pronouns, but like largely it's just from like frequency. Like it's just from like a growing up here being referred to as he him. In my mind it's weird to me to in any way restrict or like assign behavioral patterns to people based on what bits they were born with. I think technically being agender qualifies as trans because it's not cis, but I don't know. It feels wrong to be considered part of the trans community.
I know what you mean. I think the like I have a very similar feeling, and for me, like what I at least say for myself personally is I don't have, because I heard a lot of like trans people talk about the fact that euphoria is more important than dysphoria.
Yes.
And I do not have euphoria about being,
Yeah. I think very much that's the same way I feel, where it's like, I don't feel euphoria at the idea of doing something traditionally masculine. Because in my mind, why is that even something that's considered traditionally masculine?
Oh, no. What I'm saying is I don't feel euphoria towards being considered, like, non-binary. Okay. I don't feel euphoria towards being considered male or female, but, like, I don't have a... like, I'm saying, like, for me personally, I would introduce myself as cis, even though I... like do like they them pronouns, and in a way I am not really like identifying with the word man all the time, but at the same time I don't really have a euphoria for being non-binary, and I don't really care, so I don't really introduce myself as part of the trans community.
That's
Is
fair.
just the thing for me.
Smitewing, see me the follow. Welcome to Lab Chat. Glad to have you. He's a gender witch, who's to say? As in your audience, you broadly referred to. Sorry, no, you're fine. But no, like, because, like, you know, I assume, my general, like, you are correct that, like, my general assumption when it comes to people in my audience is cis, gay, furry, and male. Which isn't accurate, because I know there's a lot of regulars here who are ladies, a lot of regulars here who are straight, a lot of regulars who, like, are not furries. But, like, you know,
I try to apply some patch notes to my assumption on gender and stop using the word they all the time, because I know that can be considered misgendering for some people. And now my default has gone back from they to he.
I use they as my default, largely by value of and if I ever get to someone who's like, hey, like, can you not use they them, I will just be 100% and be like, I will try my absolute hardest. I will fuck it up. 100%. 100%, because it's so deeply baked into my brain as being like, the default, like, respectful, like, pronouns, that I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do 100% like my best. I'm gonna fuck it up. And it's the same thing with, like, because formerly Kyoju now goes by Bones. And I was like, I was just upfront with him. I'm like, hey, I might still call you Kyoju. If I do, I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know now. Because my brain
does he not want?
I don't necessarily. I don't think he minds. I don't think he minds being referred to as Kyoju. But I think he prefers the Bones moniker. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not wrong. It's just there's a more correct answer. They is literally non-specific, though. Well, it's like if they have, like, you know, because it can be not specific, like, there's, you know, if someone is, like, say, like, in the process of transitioning, like, masculine or feminine, and they want very specifically to feel the euphoria associated with being referred to with those pronouns, they might take they in the plural sense here, not in the non-gendered sense. But, like, they would take potentially, like, they would prefer someone didn't refer to them as they them, but instead using their respected ones, because it's a positive association for them.
Yeah.
You have to buy your own shark plushie? Joke's on you, I already have a blowhigh.
Wow, you pronounced that correctly.
I mean, listen. To be fair, I was introduced with it, like, people being like, oh yeah, it's the blowhigh. And then, like, I saw the spelling later, and I'm like, it took a minute for the spelling to connect. But once it did it, I'm like, okay, that's how it's pronounced. It's like how,
Starky.
as a kid, I knew the word hors d'oeuvres spoken, and I didn't know that it was spelled that way. So whenever I would read it referenced in a book, I would read it as hors d'oeuvres.
It's adorable.
But at some point, I can't remember when, but at some point it fucking clicked, and I was like, oh, that's the word. That's how you spell hors d'oeuvres. And then that's when my lifelong hatred of the French started. Blahai, last shark. Spelled like blaja, but pronounced as, yeah, it's blowhigh.
Blauchai. Yeah.
In the fun fact, I think the other instance I can think of that in my brain is coq au vin. Because whenever I read it, I read it as coq au vin instead of coq au vin.
Coq au vin.
Listen, French makes no goddamn sense.
It doesn't.
I tried to learn French, and when I realized that they when they conjugate verbs in French, they will change the spelling but not the pronunciation. So there is literally no fucking correlation between how things are spelled and how they're pronounced.
To be fair, like, English isn't always better about this, but yeah.
English has a lot of bullshit, but as far as languages go, it doesn't have quite the same level of nuanced bullshit. Like with
Nuanced bullshit is, I think, the best description I have ever heard of the French language.
Because like I've had a bunch of polyglots stop by, and they're like, yeah, like English sucks, but like at least it sucks in a way that's easy to understand.
Oh yeah. Like English is very easy to understand. It's like French is just like, the fuck?
It's like you have these exceptions. No one's, you're gonna fuck it up. Native English speakers fuck it up all the time. Case in point, I will never forgive Wazo. We're not gonna eat an entire thing of brownies, circle while I'm gone. Pick a topic for my next packet of slaying garbage. I blame IKEA for the minimalism and high hellscape we currently live in. It is okay. That one's actually not IKEA's fault. That one is the fault of capitalism. Brutalist architecture exists because it is capitalistically speaking efficient. Like the reason you don't see places build okay, I don't know if you have that over there in like Germany, but there's like a very specific building shape associated with Pizza Hut here in America.
I'm at the Pizza Hut.
I'm at the Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I'm at the combination
Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. I got the taco smell.
But
that's all I know. Sorry, yeah?
They're like there's big slanted roofs. Like that is a big architectural association with Pizza Hut here in the States.
Also with Taco Bell?
Not with Taco Bell.
I'll stop.
But no, like...
But is it with combination Pizza Hut and Taco?
But like they stopped doing that because, funnily enough, so the thing that blew my mind is realizing that no fast food place is actually like they are not in the business of making food anymore. Every fast food brand is in the business of realty. Like they exist exclusively to rent locations and then get people to run a store there that sells food. They don't want to make food. They just want to they want to buy and sell like land so that way other people can make food and sell it there. And part of why brutalist architecture, like the fucking awful concrete cubes we have, like we don't get, the Pizza Hut buildings anymore, is because it's better for resale value. When inevitably the store there goes belly under.
Okay. God, all I can think of is the stupid fucking song now. I'm so sorry.
Also, it's a combination KFC and Taco Bell.
Is it KFC?
I mean, there's both. Yeah. I think they're all owned by like the same food conglomerate. I think they're all Yum
Oh no,
Foods.
I meant the song.
I'll be honest with you. I think
they exist.
The funny thing. Wait, what do you mean they exist?
I've been there.
Yeah, you've never lived until you've gone to the combination KFC Taco Bell, got double down, and poured nacho cheese over it.
I thought it was a joke. I thought
Did you think the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell was just a thing we made up?
I thought it was just a song. I thought it was just a joke. I feel betrayed.
Nope. Just like the red Solo cups are an actual thing here. The combination Taco Bell and Pizza Hut is a thing here. Also, the combination KFC and Taco Bell, which I've seen more of those. I don't think I've ever run into a combination Taco Bell and Pizza Hut.
I want to.
Listen, if you're gonna burn it down, like go ahead. No one's gonna stop you.
I can't. I've
been to one of those. Admittedly, I didn't do I didn't actually like order combo food, which apparently is the special thing. Like people unironically will go and get like, yeah, I'm gonna get a fucking like 6-piece chicken basket from KFC and dip it in Taco Bell nacho cheese. Apparently people do that, which honestly does sound kind of killer.
Yeah.
In the literal sense, but also like that sounds delicious.
I am having an aneurysm. Dice does not compute. Dice, dice, stop dirking.
Well, we've broken the German. May God have mercy on our soul. KFC and Taco Bell nacho cheese sounds fucking amazing. Right? That sounds fucking bomb as shit, man.
Yeah, sure. I'll try that.
Give me the 20-ounce
try
popcorn
that. Take
chicken
me to
and like
the-
3 cups of nacho cheese, and I'm in heaven. Literally, because I died of a heart attack.
Have you ever had Costco pizza?
I think
Who are
so.
you talking to?
Costco.
To either of you?
I'm not American.
Do they have Costco? Is Costco uniquely American?
No, but
But no, like I think I've had
you have
Costco
Costco?
pizza. It's pretty good.
Costco pizza defines itself as the exact middle of pizza.
Costco pizza, yeah, because fucking pizza's good. Shock of shocks. Someone go warn Italy of this.
they didn't know beforehand, I guess.
There's
But
Costco.
like, Costco is perfectly a 5 out of 10 in a good way.
Welcome on in Dar. What have you sweeping? To be fair, the big because Costco is doing the Little Caesars thing, where like I'm not going to Costco to get a pizza. I'm going to Costco because I'm getting a bunch of things, and then like I want a meal, so I'm paying $5 for a piece of pizza the size of my face. Like that's
an okay size of pizza.
that's the
It's like $1 or $2.
I had like Little Caesars for the first time in my entire life, like somewhat recently, and it is the most experience of all time. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is experience.
I don't know if I want your experience. I am scared. Hold me, Starky.
Oh, sure, I'll hold you after
all
I
I'm
eat
gonna
this
say
Costco pizza.
Costco is the plane of capitalism.
The plane as in PLAIN or PLANE?
Like the default?
Like it's the plane of existence for capitalism.
Oh,
Oh, that kind of plane.
yes. Costco pizza's bad. I'm not going to Costco or Little Caesars for good pizza. I'm going because I want to be full for cheap. Exactly. That is where it goes from being food to sustenance. I'm not eating this
Listen,
because I enjoy it. I'm eating it because I need to sustain myself, and it is a calorically efficient food that is edible for a low price.
Listen, I
will
had
say
a shit
this.
ton of sushi today, so
Costco is as far as pizza goes, it is like the kind of pizza where if a pizza isn't that good, it's not really worth eating.
I mean, like
it's good.
If I'm brought to Costco and I'm hungry, I'm definitely not complaining about the pizza. I will eat it and I will be like content.
and I'm hungry. I will be complaining about being brought to Costco because that's
Well,
out of the
because you're not
country.
going to Costco. Like if you're hungry before you go in the Costco, you're gonna eat something before going into the Costco.
The joke was that it doesn't exist in my country.
That's fair.
Does it exist in Hungary?
What
I don't think it exists in Hungary.
is the joke here that if you're hungry in Costco?
You're not you when you're hungry. Have a Costco.
This is some fucking like TikTok level absurdism fucking posting. It's just the country of Hungary walking into a Costco and being like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. Oh shit, they got pizza.
The Taco Bell.
I swear to God, whatever fucking brain disease I've contracted, I think it's infecting other people.
You might have caught some of whatever I have.
Is this the brain rot that the Gen Z keeps talking about? I say that like I'm not Gen Z myself. Where are the those two from? Kasai is also American. Geist is German.
Yeah.
I am Maryland, and yes, we do put Old Bay in our eye drops.
Fucking okay. There, to be fair, for the longest time, there is something that apparently is uniquely Indiana, like unique to Indiana, that I thought was just a normal thing. Apparently, because I grew up eating this. It's like it's breadsticks, but then you dip it in nacho cheese. And I genuinely thought that was normal. I genuinely thought the rest of the world ate like that until like I fucking went to like. I saw a fucking TikTok where it's like food unique to Indiana, and I was like, wait, what do you mean fucking breadsticks and nacho cheese is uniquely Indianian? That doesn't sound bad. It's really good. That's why I assumed everyone else ate it. Like apparently,
Sounds okay.
my friend who grew up in Illinois was like, yeah, it's uniquely Indiana. Like we don't do that in Illinois. What's up, Stark?
I hate
Stark
Illinois.
Bird
You're
Daddy?
from the way it's spelled.
If you're from Germany, I have to say, I've seen a lot of videos just talking about cultural things like in Germany and such.
This is a
And I've
concerning
started eating-
introduction.
It's a very
I've started
concerning
eating
introduction.
Okay. So I started
going.
eating, I take bread, I put some cream cheese on it, some pickles, and another slice of cheese.
Huh?
Because apparently that's something that some people eat in Germany.
Cream cheese, pickles,
And it tastes good.
and cheese on bread.
Run me through that again. One more time. You're putting what on bread?
Like, I put some cream cheese, then some pickles, and then like something like a slice of cheddar or Swiss or something.
Cream cheese, then regular cheese. Are you making a bagel?
No, like cream cheese, pickles, then regular
Like, okay,
cheese.
what type of bread is it? Is it like sandwich bread? Are we putting this on a bagel? Because it sounds almost like a variation on a lox.
No, I'm doing this on sliced bread.
What is...
I don't think that this is German. I think this is TikTok.
For Germans, they might use like actual bread rolls or something.
Hey, StarkyMorph, what's up? Don't you do that to bagels, by the way? I do like. I actually love lox. You've stunlocked poor Geist.
I don't know how offended I am by this.
This is the reverse pickpocketing of cultural appropriation. this is when you reverse pickpocket and you put a fucking landmine in someone's back pocket, but it's food in Germany.
Okay, Starky, you know how I am about bread.
Yes,
I don't know how offended I am.
because you are of the opinion that
Is it
like
because I'm
bread is
using
like one of the
sliced bread?
few things Germany does right in regards to its meals.
I'm not a... Well, yes, that, and also whatever you call bread isn't bread.
It's you call it toast.
I fucking
Yes.
hate pre-sliced bread. It is a sin. It actually makes me ill.
sure
I can't
is.
do it anymore.
It tastes like cake.
For me, it's a texture thing. It's just so fucking like it's just so squishy. I when I'm making a sandwich, I want some fucking rigidity. I want some structure.
Okay, so would it be less offensive if I were to take a baguette and do that?
Yes, because it would be happening to the French, and they deserve it.
I am so glad you said that, because I'm not allowed to say that.
Listen, it's fine. I know very few French people. Most of the French-speaking people I know are in French Canada. Also, I'd say that with all the love, because I actually do deeply respect the French people, as they are the ones to actually willing to throw down over shit that actually sucks.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I actually do respect the French people, but I didn't say that on stream, okay?
Yes.
Nobody heard that. Because
what
it's
just
against
someone said
German
something? It's
law to
fine.
say that.
The fucking police are
I'm not flipping that.
showing up.
I'm totally not clipping that. I'm totally haven't clipped that.
But no, like
Sure.
I genuinely do. I genuinely do appreciate. I think the French are great. Parisians are a very different story from everything I've heard.
I do adore the fucking fact that when the Elon shit was going on, they just decided to fucking blow up a Tesla shop.
Oh yeah, no, that's a power move for sure.
That was gorgeous. It's like, boom, bitch.
But no, like I genuinely like I admire the French. The Parisians, however, everything I've heard about Parisians makes me want to never visit Paris. I would rather visit North Korea, and I don't know how much I'm exaggerating, but I don't think it's enough. Welcome on in, Lou Drink. Glad to have you, sweet bean.
My instincts activated.
I'm...
Can we just shout out for Ludrin? Perfect, thank you. Did someone mention
It's
war
kind of
crimes? Me. Welcome on in, Bruce. Glad to have you,
Okay.
sweet bean.
Oh, okay, but as an American, can you explain to me what you consider Abendbrot? Am I saying it right?
Armbrot?
Abendbrot?
Yeah.
But why? What am I answering here?
Because my understanding is putting cream cheese and pickles on bread counts towards that.
What is Abendbrot?
Abendbrot literally just means dinner.
Okay. Then yes, in a fucked up sense, it would in fact count towards that, I suppose.
Yeah, it would.
You need to get the German at KFC double down
dinner.
yummy chest pay. Listen,
listen.
you know, Europe has great food. The only European place I will ever give shit to is British because it's something about making fun of British food is the only thing that pisses them off. Like you can talk like to any British person about like their history of colonialism and they won't bat an eye. But if you make fun of fish and chips, they will fucking lose it.
I have a friend. I'm gonna try that.
Listen, fish and chips is great.
No, I love fish and chips. I want other food, and England doesn't have other food. They just have fish and chips.
They have other food. They have beans and toast.
One of my favorite genres of video on the internet is like British people coming to America and being like, "Well, Americans make fun of our food. Let's try the American food and see how bad it really is." And then they take a bite and they immediately fold. They're like, "Oh God, were the Americans right? Is our food actually bland as fuck?" You can see them like their entire brain rewiring because they experience flavor.
Apparently, I heard someone say that they invented a type of curry there.
In England,
Yeah.
they invented a lot of curries. It's one of their national dishes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you mean rice? No, I think because here's the thing. To say it was invented in England, it's like saying that, you know, that the hamburger was invented in America, which is like the hamburger as we eat it here, where it's a sandwich, is technically American, but the Hamburg steak, which is where it's originally based out of, is very specifically German.
Yeah, also when I'm saying it's one of their national dishes, I'm not saying, oh, Brits invented curry itself. No, I'm saying that they have a lot of curries that they invented. Curry is an entire type of dish.
Yeah.
It's not one dish.
Yeah.
When you're saying, like curry isn't a single dish.
I don't want to have to erase this. I'll leave it for last.
Curry just means sauce.
Is that actually true? Because I know naan just means bread.
Yeah.
I definitely know, like, it is wild because, like, you go to different places and you're like, yeah, you know, can I get like a red curry or whatever, and like you get very, very different dishes depending on the restaurant you're going to. Like, I love Indian curries. I really struggle with, like, I struggle with Thai food in general. It's like the only food I'm really like, I have difficulties with it. It's
Why?
just very heavy. It's
Talking about Thai
very
food.
oil
Thai
heavy.
food.
Talking about Thai food, I'm making masaman curry in like the next 2 days probably, which is a Thai curry.
The video of a British school kids being introduced to ribs, brisket, and southern biscuits great. I love so much. There's this video of like British people going to like a rib place in South, like, you know, the southern states, and they're fucking taking a fork and knife to ribs, and the owner or like the manager has to be like, all right guys, no, I can't watch you do this. And then he's like, you have to eat it with your hands, and like here's like some towels to clean up. Like he was actually offended at the risk that they might use a fork to eat ribs. To be honest with you, I kind of get it, because like at that point you're implying that like the ribs are so tough that you have to fucking cut them, which is like actually an insult to people who cook ribs.
Yeah,
I have like a rack of ribs that has my name on it.
I don't think you're supposed to eat them. They belong in your chest.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you get your ribs labeled at birth. You don't want to accidentally swap ribs with Tony the, you know,
Tony the tiger.
Tony the tiger. I mean, you can swap
Why
plenty of
would you
things
want
with
his
Tony the
ribs?
tiger.
I hear they're great.
Shut up. That was terrible. Boo. Get off the stage. Let's make me need some plant food.
Okay, fine.
No, no, cause I wasn't being serious. Well, shit.
You should have been serious.
Listen,
I'm back.
I only bully my mods as much as they bully me.
I did that as a bit.
Excellent. The bit is now complete. Now proceeding to next bit.
What
Let's
are
stay
we
on the
bidding
stage. I
on?
need to sell some rotten tomatoes. You know what? Okay, so Loki, I didn't realize why the tomatoes specifically had to be rotten until I watched, like, I went to a Ren fair and they had fresh tomatoes that were whole.
Oh no!
And the poor bastard who was standing in there had a very visible welts on his face from where these very fresh tomatoes fucking socked him clean in the nose. Like, he was clearly he was clearly regretting the thing he signed up to do. So yeah, there's a very specific reason that tomatoes have to be rotten if you're throwing them, because otherwise they are just projectiles that actually do meaningful like damage. Okay, why didn't they bring Leon's Twinkie ass in a Nikkei? Chris Redfield's a bit too beefy. Wait, what the fuck do you mean they brought Chris? Because I knew that there was the Resident Evil collab with Nikkei. Yeah, like Chris Redfield feels like definitely the wrong choice if you're bringing a male, like if you're bringing a guy from Resident Evil. I feel like that's like definitely incorrect. I charge triple for fresh. He's not a playable character, but he's there. Oh, okay, that makes sense because I know Jill is the playable character.
What is Nikkei?
Nikkei is it is a gacha game targeted at the male straight male gaze with anime girls shooting guns.
Oh, the straight male. Yeah, okay. I'm like straight male gaze, huh?
Gaze, not Gays. God, I love being. I love
You're
my
trying
straight
to-
gaze.
I was sitting here just trying to think. You mean bi?
Straight gaze.
I love the recurrent bit. One of my favorite bits in the queer community is how every conversation about the difference between pansexuality and bisexuality ends exactly when when you're going to get an explanation. They're like you're about to get a thorough explanation, and boom, the conversation immediately shifts topics. I'm all three of those. I'm so straight, gay that I'm ace. Monkey, I love you to
Can you
death.
explain?
In no world are you gay. You are up there in terms of the least gay people out there. There is no attraction to other men. I wonder if Boku no Pico was like was a foundational memory because that caused that. I refuse to elaborate. I will not be elaborating on this point.
Hey,
Hey, Starky.
I don't know what you. I feel like I blacked out for a second. I know what Boku no Pico is, but like,
Don't worry about it.
what?
It was like the original, like, I guess because it was a shock anime, I think. I've never actually consumed that Pico. Too spicy? More like it just sucks.
I hate the fact that when like I watched Boku no Hero Academia when like that was still fairly new-ish.
That was the meme anime recommendation? Okay. It was the anime equivalent of saying that every song is Darude Sandstorm.
Kind of.
So, I have to ask you a question, by the way.
Yes.
Can you confirm that you also, as your ace, sleep in bed with garlic bread?
Yes. Every night. Every night I have to make a new batch of garlic bread. Because otherwise it loses the scent.
Is that why you asked me for my recipe?
Yes. I have to vary the recipes up
And
sometimes. You gotta keep it
didn't know you
fresh.
could bake.
It's the anime equivalent of telling people to start watching Avatar with the Shyamalan movie. Yeah, that's actually a better comparison because Darude Sandstorm at least is a good song, even if it is a meme. I can get away with these prices because I'm the only person crazy enough to drag a sack around with tomatoes to pretty much anymore. It's just like, what are you gonna do? I don't gotta pay to use more than 5 dozen tomatoes. I'm lugging around. I may like this a bit little too much. Yes, hello, I'm the resident tomato hauler.
I love hauling tomatoes.
I actually did once sleep in a bed without garlic bread. I brought cake instead.
The nightmares. Anyways, you were going to talk about I almost did Boku Hero Academia, Macadamia Nuts. There was a thought, and then we completely bulldozed over you. Or has the moment passed?
No. All I was saying with like Boku no Hero Academia, I hated the fact that like some people shortened it as Boku no.
Yeah, that is someone who has not been in the anime fandom for very long.
Yeah, we're just like Boku, and so it's just like, oh yeah, I'm watching Boku, and it's just like, Boku no Pico.
Yep.
Like,
They're gonna learn one day.
no.
Like that is some fucking Vietnam flashback shit to the people who were on early YouTube.
Oh, dude.
I just constructed an unfortunate scenario. I'm watching Boku, then they have some Pico de Gallo, and they say Pico?
No.
No.
Illegal. Welcome on an Absic. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. The precious, pretty science burp himself. I see. Yeah, we're just chatting about. I'll be honest with you.
Boku no Pico.
No, we're not talking about Boku no Pico. I'm
We are.
killing this bit right
No,
now.
Starky, we are.
This bit, I'm using one of my Zeph braided kilobit tokens. You made me instinctively hiss. Please stop. Fucking. Oh my god. I actually feel like if we explain the plot, I might get in trouble with Twitch. Like, that's the kind of shit we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Starky, why is talking about Boku so cursed? There is a very infamous anime that we don't talk about anymore that started with that's name starts with Boku, and we don't talk about it because it is deeply problematic, I think. No, I know, stop. It's cursed. See, this is the fucking energy you bring. That's why we can't. Let this be a lesson. This
nice
is
things.
You know what? People referring to Boku no Hero Academia as just Boku is the same energy as people who abbreviated Cyberpunk. Like it is literally the same energy.
No.
I have not seen people do that.
Apparently
and I
they
do it in my head. And now I'm just like, Cyberpunk.
They got fucking sworn with people being like, under no fucking circumstances should you ever talk about Cyberpunk by abbreviating it. I wish I had that level of innocence. Oh my god, it was so fucking... It's so fucked up, but it's really funny. Because it's just one of those, like, extreme social gaps. Like, as a kid, I fucking hated cringe comedy, but as an adult, I've actually come to appreciate it a little bit. In, like, that, like the idea of making that kind of gaffe on the internet is in part why, I think. But yeah, no, Can
I say something cursed?
Sure, go for it. But it better not be about that fucking anime.
Abbreviations would suck when someone mentions watching their favorite cyberpunk streamer.
Yep, that's a problem. That is deeply problematic. Anyways, I actually didn't get into My Hero Academia. My brother showed me an episode, like a couple of episodes, and he's like, "It's really good, right?" And I'm just like, this does nothing for me. I think because I'm not quite so shonen pilled. Like the only like traditional shonen battle thing I've really enjoyed is One Piece. Like every other shonen battle thing I've liked has been like has had something else going on. Because like
you know what's a good shonen battle thing I'd recommend?
What?
It's not even Japanese manga. It's a webtoon called Blaze of Furry.
Blaze of Furry?
It has shonen battle manga vibes.
I heard you correctly. Blaze of Furry?
Blades.
Oh.
It's about ice skating.
Does Boku just mean kid or something? Well, okay, if Boku no Hero Academia got translated to My Hero Academia, so presumably Boku translates to like a possessive?
It's a pronoun.
Okay. Fucking pronouns in my anime.
So yes, people are poisoned by a pronoun.
It apparently means I or me.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like I because I'd heard Kimiwa as I or me, but I presumably it's like gendered. Maybe Kimiwa is specifically feminine, and then Boku is masculine.
It might be, or it might also just be like formal and informal.
That's fair. I know like Japanese in general doesn't really do pronouns, because every time I fucking every time I watch an anime and dubbed, I just keep hearing like it's like they'll it's fucking, it's like, oh, Alicia-chan, and then like, the subtitles will like, shorten it to her, or like she or whatever, but they'll keep fucking saying the name, and I'm like, well, it was wild for me to learn that apparently curse words don't exist naturally in Japanese. Like they just don't. Like,
Yeah.
there is no curse word in Japanese. So anytime you've watched an anime and a character is cursed, it's been that's been a translation decision.
Yeah.
Because they're like trying to like represent the character, like maybe the character uses like a very informal language, so it's like they're very impolite. But like, you know, there's no you can't say fuck in Japanese and have it mean anything.
Yeah. Like, I think the closest doesn't technically which one is it? Part 3 JoJo. Yada yada.
Yada yada does
yada
it.
This. Yeah, that's I
That
think
just
kind
means
of
good
one of
grief.
the closest thing. Yeah, kind of. It's from what I've heard, it's like a very informal and impolite way of saying it.
So it almost would translate better to for fuck's sake.
Kinda, yeah, that's kind of the point of the character, where it's like, he is being very impolite.
They do have swear words in Japanese. The only thing I know how to say in Japanese is go piss girl. Some very important bit of queer knowledge for being able to speak Japanese. Chinese honorifics. Well, yeah, but it's more like the idea that like instead of using like a generic pronoun, they would keep using the character's name. So like I think Japan has like a less of a culture of pronouns than the rest of us, you know, than like the rest of the than other languages, I guess. I actually kind of wonder what would happen if like a lot of like classic anime got retranslated nowadays.
Oh, you know which classic anime I want to see retranslated?
What?
Oh, okay, you're... Ghost Stories.
I mean, okay, listen, I guess to be fair, like, Ghost Stories is, like, so much of a product of its time. Also, apparently, like, it was fine, but not great. So, like, they were just banking on, like, no one's realistically gonna watch this if we translate it directly.
Yeah. It is, like, the dub is kind of way more iconic than the actual story. Not better,
Didn't
but
they
like,
once
more
do
iconic.
I wonder if like I wonder what it must be like if you grew up in Japan during the time that Ghost Stories was like did get a lot of like play, and then coming over to the States and learning that Ghost Stories is like really popular here too, but for an entirely different reason.
At least he's not racist. God. Sorry. The entire thing is so quotable.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's a reason it's survived to this day. It's
Didn't Naruto get like a redo where it was uncut or something?
the original story was very generic monster of the week. The story behind Ghost Stories is basically here's the frames to whoever the fuck you... I believe the specific rules were something to the effect of like you can't change the way that the ghost is defeated, and you can't change the chance, but everything else is fair game. Welcome on, Mark. Look at you, Sweet Bean. I haven't played this or seen this game in ages. The second one, I believe, is... I don't know if it's coming out this year, but apparently it's coming out soon. But yeah, no, like... I'm trying to think of, like... Because, like, I actually, you know, horror of horrors, I actually haven't seen the Ghost Story dub. Lemon Demon? This is actually, Living Tombstone. It is wild to me to run into, I guess to be fair, other people have the same level of neurodivergence I do, where they know, they grew up with Neil C. Ciariga stuff, and they're like, oh yes, Lemon Demon.
What is Lemon Demon?
Lemon Demon. So Neil Cicerega is famous for doing a lot of early internet stuff, like Harry Potter Puppet Pals. He did the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. He did Mouth Moods and whatever. So like a lot of remixes of stuff, and then he actually made a band called Lemon Demon. That's like all original stuff. And it's very bizarre, but also kind of a bang. Like a lot of those songs are really weird, but really good. Imagine Blazing Saddles, but anime. You'd have a good idea of. Wait, that's a good point. You are correct. Ghost Stories very much was very much was the Blazing Saddle of its like genre spectrum.
What is Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Saddles is the movie that killed the Western genre. It is a.
I have no idea.
Okay, so it is basically a comedic teardown of the Western genre by the same person who made Spaceballs, whose name escapes me at the moment. Basically, it highlights how deeply ridiculous all of those movies were for, like, you know, like trying to sell the masculinity of like the, you know, the Deep West when everything was just shit. It ends. To be fair, like this is an old movie, so don't mind spoiling it. But it ends. It starts with, you know, a character escaping slavery to become a sheriff in a Wild West town, and ends with a all-out brawl in the middle of the movie filming location where they're filming Blazing Saddles. That involves many a queer icon dancing in pretty suits. It's a Mel Brooks. It's a Mel Brooks movie. Have you watched? I have not seen Kung Pao. I've heard good things about it though. I have seen Shaolin Baba, which is a fucking fever dream.
All I know about Kung Pao is my nipples look like milk duds.
What? I need to watch that. Is that the one where it says 60 pound of nuts? That's a lot of nuts. I'm pretty sure that is the one.
You know, there's something I need you to be introduced to, Starky.
What?
You ever hear of the webcomic Scoob and Shag?
No. It's DA's favorite movie ever. Because I know Merle also speaks really highly of it, so maybe it's a very French-Canadian thing. I do fair. I think Kung Pao is like widely appreciated here as well. I just haven't seen it. I'm bad about watching movies.
You know Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Imagine something starts with as a Scooby-Doo parody comic, and then it becomes a shonen battle manga.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of webcomics I know about. I won't lie. Canadian.
Yeah.
Ostracized French-Canadian. Fair enough. Oh, hey, we got a bot. Kasai, kill them.
Yay, I get to ban.
Kill them.
Let's see, click the button to...
I had a thought, and then it was gone. That's the ADHD experience. Smite. Devastate them. Destroy.
Oh, I was just typing in the ban command. I forget. Oh, there's the ban symbol.
Wait, a French Canadian? Actually, there's a decent chunk of French Canadians on Furry Twitch. It's kind of wild.
Almost like it's an entire country with people in it.
Well, it's not a country; it's a province.
Well, yeah, fair. Only one of the provinces really speaks French.
Yeah. Because there's Dead Anthro, there's Merle Cause, and Blur are all big streamer names who are from Quebec. I think there's also, oh god, I can't remember the name of his channel, but I know he hangs out in Merle's stream. Montreal something. Quebec can kiss my ass.
If we're talking about smaller streamers as well, I know there's Beat the Robin.
Yeah.
Who DM'd for Spacey.
Oh, nice.
In
Melon Speedruns. I don't think he really streams that much, but he is a streamer on Twitch. Imagine, if you will, French but Canadian.
I'm gonna say, knock on wood. I'm glad that you don't get like so many bots that like to the point where I actually kind of have to remind myself where the band icon is.
I mean, largely, like, that's the joy of being, like, on the smaller side of things, is, like, it's chill here. Like, I have, like, a good-sized community where, like, there's constantly chatter, but, like, it's not, like, so active that, like, you know... Like, because there's a lot of bullshit that comes with being a big streamer.
Yeah.
I once had to manually ban, like, 400 bots.
Is Lucien Canadian or French? I think my assumption is Lucien is... Because I know Lucien immigrated, so I assume that they're French that moved to Quebec. I mean, yeah, no, there's plenty of French Canadian here. A lot of French moved to Quebec. Like, was there like a particular event that drove people away from France, or?
I think that's just France.
Yeah, see, the problem was they were in France. Yeah, and then,
again, I'm German. I have to make these jokes.
Legally obligated to.
Otherwise, the German government don't mind me having a stroke, I guess.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I just assumed you said something very esoteric German.
Yeah.
Oh, something like Standgebläse.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of strokes,
a dangerous segue if I've ever heard one, but...
I mean, especially from Standgebläse.
I have no idea what that word means.
That is... Okay, so the joke with that word is that imagine a very tall guy.
Yes.
And now imagine a very tall person that they're dating, usually a woman.
Okay.
Stand means stand or standing.
Okay.
Gebläse means blower. So a standing
Oh my
blower.
God! Shut up! Germany is such a beautiful language. Germany is such a beautiful
Germany is such a beautiful language.
Germany is such a beautiful language. I love the country German.
so I have a question for you.
Who is you in
When
this context?
You, the person who is from Germany?
Yes.
German. Okay, you mean... Okay, you can call me
I'm
Geis.
German. Yeah, guys. So, when you scrape your knee, why do you have to put ointment on your knee?
Is this in like is there like an exclamation knee ointment?
Because otherwise, Germany.
Hold up a moment. Don't worry, guys. I got this one. Don't worry. Let me go and resolve this one for you. Nope, that's not the right person. Nope, that's kick from Discord. Nope, disconnect. There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kasai, if you want, feel free to join back in. But I was obligated to for the bit.
I don't even... What even?
Yes, the cone of shame places my mod into the cone of shame. To be honest with you, I definitely need like
humor has been destroyed.
Life is beautiful, so tell someone
I blame
important
JoJo.
that you love them. It is also terrifying sometimes, so scream at them in German. I can do that in Spanish.
I don't scream at people in German. That's just rude.
Unfortunately, I don't speak German. I speak Spanish. Which sounds equally I gotta say, being yelled at in a language you don't understand is like uniquely terrifying. Like it is scary in a way that no other experience really is. Because it's like I'm doing something wrong.
I feel like I feel like that's a uniquely American experience.
Probably.
Being terrified because like when I think of like, oh, being yelled at in a language that I don't understand, that's just every time I walk outside.
Yeah.
Like, there's people here speaking Turkish, there's people here speaking Afrikaans, there's people here speaking any fucking language. Like, I've been yelled at in Greek.
Well, I mean, listen,
Just three countries over.
For me, it's social anxiety. It's the anxiety of I've done something wrong and I don't know how to not be doing it.
Oh, no. I get that part very much. But, like, you kind of get used to it. As in the fact that you could be yelled at in another language, you don't get less anxious about being yelled at generally.
That's fair.
But just being yelled at in another language isn't particularly scary or interesting.
German is a mindfuck, put simply. I mean, I would argue any language is.
What makes German... Like, I agree, but what makes German a mindfuck for you?
It's like, you're right, but I want to know specifically why. I think for the longest...
What part of our abysmal language
I genuinely thought I was being fucked with when someone told me the German word for birth control. Like, I genuinely thought I was being fucked with. I genuinely
thought...
thought...
It's not the German word for birth control, it's technically just the German word for that type of birth control, but yes, that's the word.
Oh, so it's specifically the Plan B?
Yeah, it's specifically the pill.
Okay.
That's the anti-baby pill.
There was a full, like, 30-minute mental breakdown where I was sure Chow was fucking with me. Because I'm like, no way German is that blunt.
No, it's the anti-baby pill. You know, the anti-baby pill.
You know the number 55,555.
It's fine. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf. Wait, no.
555?
Listen, it could be worse. It could be... The French number system makes me upset. The way France in particular handles numbers.
80.
Why is 80 420s?
420, 11. What does that mean? 91.
91? I love that video so much. The like how different languages count in their numbers. In French is just 420s. What do you mean 420s? 91. What? The reason never forgive France.
Okay. But, like, can you just go to someone who's French and just, instead of saying 6400, say 420 420s?
Good question.
80.
I can't imagine
Also,
so.
wait. What do you mean, like...
I may have dyslexia when it comes to Russian and German. No, wait, how?
What?
They're entirely different alphabets.
One is the Cyrillic alphabet, the other is...
Wait, is it Cyrillic? I thought it was Cyrillic.
Cyrillic, sorry. Yeah. Kyrillish is the German word, so I'm like,
okay.
Cyrillic.
That makes
no,
sense.
It's Cyrillic.
My brain reminded me, because you said that, of the post of like what different countries call Italy. And like the world across agrees Italy is some variation on Italy. Except for fucking Poland and Hungary, who just go completely far afield.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just Italy's mental breakdown as being like, wow, Italy might be the single most international word because everyone agrees it's Italy. And they just fucking bass boost the shit out of Polish Italy. Well, go on and gadget. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean.
Excuse me, 1 second.
I mean, but like, name
It
another
shouted
language
out,
where it's
nerd.
normal to be loud. German isn't that loud. Like, it it really isn't. Because, like, again, I live in Germany. I've been across many a part of Europe. Trust me when I say Italians and Spanish people are usually way louder. Like, don't get me wrong.
Oh,
If you're going to like a soccer game or like a bar, yeah,
I think it's because
but that's kind of universal.
as a language, I think German has like a lot more kind of. I don't like I don't you know I'm not like a linguistic, you know, I don't have linguistic training, so I couldn't tell you the specifics.
You're not a linguistic?
I'm not a linguistic. Thank you for noticing. But no, I feel like Germany, or like, what is wrong with me tonight? I feel like German, the language, has like a lot of harsher sounds. Like in regards to like what phonetically is used more in the language. And that might
yeah.
that might be like just part of the stereotype. Because like I said, I don't listen to German that much.
Oh no, like if we're talking about jokes, German sounds very
I'm not a
harsh,
linguini.
and it's fucking hilarious. And then we have words like anti-baby-pille.
It does. I won't
No,
lie.
yeah,
That
that's
does kind
fair.
of contribute, I imagine.
That is it is fucking hilarious.
So I think that
But,
like that's like
German
where the
being-
the stereotype comes from, is like because it sounds harsh to like other people that rat just talk. It did. His name is Crisp. He's the TTS bot. Sorry about that.
I love CRISPR. But yeah, no. Other than that, I wouldn't say German is particularly loud.
Oh, for sure. Like,
Okay.
I definitely think other languages are more.
Okay, I found.
I think that's more of a stereotype of the people than the languages, though. And I largely I tend to view Germans as being relatively like quiet.
I found a video that
loud.
explains what I might be getting wrong about Oppenbrut, however you pronounce it. Sorry.
Abendbrot? Yes,
Yeah.
Abendbrot. What is it?
So, if you don't mind me interrupting, can I show you? Can I just send it to Starky?
Okay, you know what? Since we're already we're already over time. I'm gonna finish this map, but here. What in? Okay. We're learning things about Germany today, I suppose. Nope, that's not the right window. Okay, it moves you. I need to get a third monitor. Increasingly, it feels like a necessity. What?
You know, okay, that I cannot quite deny.
Abendbrot?
That is a very classical Abendbrot. So here's the thing. Yes, Germans eat Abendbrot with bread, and that's what the name means, but like it's not the only thing you eat.
Yeah.
It's just a very
So it's kind of like,
It's a thing.
It's the equivalent of because we have something analogous in English where a certain meal might be referred to as a tea, where it's like it's technically a specific food, but like it's not the only thing that's going to be served at it.
oh yeah,
Like a high tea or like
Yeah.
a noon tea, where it's like yes, it's called a tea, but like you would expect other things to be there than just just the tea. Huh, today I learned.
I've just noticed that like taking some cream. I've just noticed that taking a page out of that book has kind of led to a lot of convenient. I'm kind of hungry, but I'm not hungry enough to make like a full cooked meal.
I'll be honest with you. I look at that and I'm like, this is my brain doesn't interpret that particular flavor palette properly.
Cheese and pickles?
Well, specifically the pickles and cream cheese.
Honestly, if you were to give me like just the bread with cream and pickles, with cream, with schmear, with cheese and pickles, I'd be like, you joking?
Not people commenting. We call Dino on the we call Dino on the beaches here in my region. What the fuck is called Dino? Duck going it. Brazilian black bean soup. Hold up. Yeah, I don't care about the introduction. Give me the fucking recipe. Pancetta, black beans, water. What? Wait, what? Hold up. Those are the only three. So the rest is just seasonings. This is actually, to be fair, I realize now this is the equivalent of because we Americans have an equivalent of this as well. That is basically just like refried beans, or not refried beans. Like not beans and franks, like beans where they have like bits of bacon or ham in them.
Wait, what?
So it's like an American side dish. It's usually associated with
No. What is all in Caldino?
It is basically Brazilian black bean and pancetta soup. The three major ingredients are black beans, pancetta, and water.
What is pancetta?
Pancetta is basically a variation on pork. It's similar. It's like the midway point between ham and bacon. Caldino comes in multiple flavors. What are you seeing? Fucking okay. We're learning about Brazilian cuisine today. The ingredients it calls for are pancetta, black beans, and 8 cups of water. Who came up with the I'm assuming you're talking about Casu Marzu, and I think that's somewhere in South America. The ones that has the fly maggots in it. Because it literally ingredients... Fourth a cup of pancetta. That's I've never fucking seen pancetta. I've never seen it like measured using cups. Because usually pancetta is like it's like a not crudité, but like a charcuterie pick. Because I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'd eat it. But it does look a little bit like, the infinite. It looks a little bit like the, like I would eat it and then immediately, like it's, what? It's fuck it. It's the goop from Changed, right? This is specifically a recipe for Caldino de Feijão. Wait, what? Hold up. Are you telling me that, because I just looked up Caldino. I'm not seeing anything for Quedinho de Camarón, weird ass coffee. I'm not seeing anything that's not de Feijão. Butchers the Portuguese language. Because I see here de Camarón, which I'm assuming is no, that's not you. Fuck it, god damn it. Camarão is shrimp. So is there just Caldino that's just pancetta and water? I gotta ask, because the implication of that this is specifically caldino with fucking beans implies that caldino normally is just pancetta and water, which sounds like a fucking hate crime. If I like forget what I was talking about with fucking American beans, where we just like you'll just throw like bacon and pork in them. Like, you know, pork and beans is like a traditional thing we eat here for like barbecue stuff. It's like a barbecue side dish. But if you're just throwing fucking pancetta into water, I'm gonna have to give you a little bit of shit. I think in part because pancetta is like it's like the cut. It's like the like expensive ass cut of pork. You're just fucking throwing that in water and fucking diluting the flavor.
What are we throwing in water?
Pancetta.
Oh.
So I just apparently discovered that some places have it so they serve apple pie with the slices of melted cheddar.
I've heard of that.
That doesn't sound particularly appetizing to me, but sure.
So I think specifically, because the idea I assume is that you is basically you're targeting the nuttiness of cheddar. The pancetta is specifically for the beans one because of how we make feijoadas. Canadian Batman away. Farewell. Interesting. So okay, so what is the
In Canada, you can get milk by the bag.
I see caldino de sururu, which is a mussel soup. I see fish caldino. Oh, here's prawn caldino. Nope, that's goat prawn curry. Why are you lying to me? Where's prawn caldine? Go on caldine. It just looks like a shrimp curry. I'm not meant to be looking. Clearly, DuckDuckGo has ordained that I'm not allowed to be looking up Brazilian things. It does not trust me because I think it's giving me a recipe for a completely different nationality. I'm trying to think of what like the like easy trash food is here in the States. Honestly, it might be PB&J's. Fatty meats are great for giving flavor to the broth of the feijoada, which affects how we make caldino de feijão. You get single servings of bagged milk in some American schools. Okay, now I vanish. I thought bagged milk was uniquely Canadian. I can feel the fucking brainworm starting to set in. How did we get here?
We were talking about a 3-ingredient soup.
We don't say J like R, by the way.
Super.
Well, well, because it. So is the J like an H? Because that's how I've been trying to read it. Feijão. Because like that, you know, my Spanish is telling me that like it's supposed to be pronounced like an H. Like we have it here, in, you know, J is like J, so it's feijão. Okay. Like I'm glad I got to butcher Portuguese so thoroughly then.
Starky, you truly are a master with the meat.
Listen, explain to me why people who speak Portuguese can read Spanish, but it doesn't go the other way. Because I'm still upset about that. Why is it one directional? Because apparently, according to
beautiful.
Next step, you got to learn how the tilde works in Portuguese. I'm gonna be like incept. Like you're gonna slowly incept into me the rules of how to speak Portuguese. But, you know, apparently if you speak Portuguese, like if you can read Portuguese, you can read Spanish. But like it doesn't go the other way. Like I look at people who write in Portuguese and I'm like, you just fucked up spelling a Spanish word. Which, like, I know that's you are speaking a different language, but my brain defaults to like this is Spanish but incorrect.
I love Spanish, but incorrect. Oh, I think my throat has...
You're kind of cutting out.
I'm not actively playing.
Oh, Discord's discording.
No, sorry, that was on my hand.
But no, how does the tilde work in Portuguese? Because the tilde only shows up in Spanish specifically for the Enye, which is technically its own character. Also, technically, two L's right next to each other is also its own character in Spanish. Because it's pronounced like the Y. Which is funny, because Y actually does... Like, Y actually shows up in Spanish normally. It kind of sounds like an sound. So if you put the tilde over an A, it would be en. It's like a schwa. I know just enough about phonetics to completely not understand how phonetics works.
I love how the double S looks like a B.
Oh, the like Weisse in German.
I think so, yeah.
Or I guess it'd be Vasa. Try reading.
Wait, what are you talking
Paño?
about?
Is it Paño?
Double?
Pano?
Wait.
Like, for instance,
Like
in the word...
Double S?
Like Vasa.
Like in, let's say, the word gross. Gross.
Vasa. That's the only word I know that has like the it's the B, but like the bottom is open.
Oh.
Like capital B, not lowercase b.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. You mean,
It might be
Yeah,
easier if you hear
right.
it once.
it's... You're talking about this letter.
Yes.
The S set. And that's not a double S. Like, water, Wasser, is spelt like this. It's not spelt like this.
Okay.
That would be Vasa.
Oh, so it's more like a Z sound than a sit like a. It's closer to almost to like a Z instead of like a clean S.
Not quite.
I'm learning so much about other languages today, and I'm learning how very American I am, derogatory.
Now, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know that Wasserflasche is water bottle.
Wasserflasche, yeah. Why?
Why do I know that? I'm trying to learn German.
Oh. My condolences.
To be fair, that is a universal joke. I feel like you can make that joke regardless of what language someone's trying to actually learn. I feel like
Okay,
I feel like anyone
seriously,
who's like that, I can't make that joke. Like you need to have more confidence in your language.
I've looked into if I were to get a dual citizenship, where would I want to go? And Germany is the answer.
Third floor. That's fair.
Really? Germany.
Yeah. Although it might be because I'm autistic.
Oh, you love the rules.
The efficient German trains. Listen, not even as a bit. I respect the fuck out of German trains.
No, don't. For that, you go to fucking Switzerland.
Oh, that's also fair.
German trains are a nightmare.
Welcome on a goose. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Are
But,
they...
like, if I'm gonna learn a different language, English is a Germanic language, not a Romance language.
English is not a fucking language with any single solid root. I want to be real with you.
I was about to say, like, English is 3 pigeons in a trench coat. And I'm talking about language pigeons.
Because it takes influence from Germanic languages, Romance languages, and what's the third one? Grecian. We have a lot of
like,
Greek roots.
You find so much French shit, Spanish shit, German shit. You find everything in that language. It's like, the fuck even is this?
Okay, so low-key, but I think that actually, like, as much shit as English gets for that, I think it's that, like, that's English's key strength. Because the way... So, you know, in fantasy worlds, like, the way that, you know, common is usually thought of is it's basically an agglomeration of every fucking, like, every specific language is bullshit. Like, you got the curse words from, like, Dwarvish, you got the fancy, like, food terms from Elvish or whatever. English is just English is just fantasy common, but in real life.
It kind of is, yeah, no, that's a proper... Yeah, that is a proper...
For all the bullshit English
of that.
rightfully deserves, I think that is its, like, unique strength. Is because we have so little respect for the language. We don't give a shit if we just borrow words wholesale.
Yeah, no, that is pretty accurate.
Upper walls? What do you mean upper wall? Are you the upper wall? You're... I'm gonna lose my mind. There we go, found it. So you check the video to understand what I tried to explain the text of? Okay. Oh, you sent it to me over Telegram, didn't you? It's way harder for me to check Telegram in the middle of stream. And we're like so close to the end that I'm like, part of me is like, I don't want to get too distracted. Second floor ceiling trim.
Oh, people always talk about like the people always talk about the there, and there in English.
Oh, it's in chat actually. Pronouncing.
I feel like people overreact with the there, and there. Like, at least that one makes sense. Like, at least that can be understood from context of, like, the rest of the language. It's comprehensible.
Okay, let's learn how to say bread in Brazilian Portuguese.
And then 2 more. D. What else was there?
I'm grabbing both of you gently but firmly. One moment. Pow, pow. So the O just goes nowhere. The O gives up.
I feel the O. I deeply feel the O.
Let me. Pow.
You know, I think I figured out today what I would want to do if you gave me a mod command.
What?
Wacko saying, I'll try anything once.
Listen, I have a very specific addendum to that particular, like, bit of advice. I'll try anything once that won't permanently ruin my life. Certain stuff will. I ain't fucking around with, like, morphine. Morphine in particular is the one that fucking scares the shit out of me. I won't even fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Don't fuck with morphine. That shit will ruin your life.
No, like, it chemically induces something that's, like... Certain things can chemically induce a state that's so enjoyable that nothing can ever match that.
Yeah. O often sounds like kind of like a U when at the end of the world it's the quirkiness of how we talk. So it's pound, but it's almost got like the Japanese style like oo at the end, pound. Palnu, but that's extremely exaggerated. What in God's green earth is? Okay, there we go.
God is not here. God has left us.
I'm learning so much about other languages. I'm gonna stick to Spanish and English for now. I'm not even good at Spanish yet.
What's the German word for cat again?
For Cadigan?
First floor upper wall.
For cat.
Oh, I thought you yeah, okay, cat again, not Cadigan.
Yeah.
Katze?
Interesting.
Yeah, okay.
That's like the
So-
same pronunciation as fried pork, or I guess it's just the Japanese word for cut.
Oh, you mean katsu, right?
Yeah, because
That was the Japanese one.
katsu is like it's stuff that's been fried and then cut.
Yeah, but it's not katsu, it's katse.
Oh, katsin. Okay, I just misheard.
No, katsu.
Katsa? Oh, it's not. It's
You
not
end
ooh.
on-
It's
Yeah, you end on an e. Katsu.
But if it's e, why is it I'm never welcome in
Because
Germany.
It's it's That's how you say e. Okay.
Okay.
You don't say.
Where's the fucking?
You don't-
Where's?
You don't say elephant. You say elephant, right?
That's fair.
It's
It's one of those schwa things that I was mentioning earlier, where like English makes so little sense, but it makes no sense, but with such consistency that we have like fucking like linguistic terms. So like if you ever see like a word like a vowel in a word, but instead of actually pronouncing that vowel the way it's supposed to be pronounced, if you pronounce it as an sound, that's called a schwa.
okay. Here's the thing, though. I feel like E is just a huge misnomer in the like just English alphabet, because most of the time you pronounce it as an
I'm trying to think of an example.
Like you don't say elegant, you don't say elegant, you say elegant.
So it'd be closer to like an than an And to be
Yeah.
fair, that is actually like consistent with the way consistent with the way a lot of Romance languages interpret e, which is more like closer to the way we say a.
Yeah, it's
I hate
like it's a.
every language. I think all of them we should give up. We need to reject modernity, return to caveman speak.
Yeah, like in German, that letter is called E, and then Katze makes way more sense.
Off topic. Can I introduce you to a plight I've been experiencing on off for a while now?
A what? A plate?
A plight.
A plight.
A plight. Sure.
Starky, I don't like this person. Please take him away from me. He's hurting me.
Stop hurting
All I was gonna
guys.
say was, all I was gonna say is, I have a desk, and sometimes it spits out its screws.
What? What do you mean? It just fucking ejects screws? Like they just manifest from the
Yes.
desk? Like it's a fucking
It's an SCP. It just spits.
you're
screws
never
everywhere.
you're never beating the Eldritch Entity allegations. I want to be honest with you, Kasai. That is not a fucking thing that normal it's not what desks are supposed to do.
I was like, the screws just keep falling out. They keep getting ejected. So then what I do is I take the screw, and I don't get a screwdriver. With my bare hands, I twist it back in.
I mean, there's the problem right there. You got a fucking screwdriver so you actually drive the damn thing in.
Well, they were driven in, but now they keep popping out.
Because you keep screwing them back in by hand. Oh, I wonder why my bandages keep coming loose. I just keep wrapping it around and then just fucking giving up. Like, it's I didn't bother securing it, but they keep coming loose for whatever reason. It's fucking no shit.
So I have a screw, and I've looked at every single hole in my desk, and it doesn't, and all of them have screws in it.
Yes.
So I have no clue what screw is where the screw is missing.
That is immaculate conception. That is immaculate screwception. Sometimes they just appear. There's no rhyme or reason. They just manifest, and you have to deal with the consequences.
How do you tell if my screws are pregnant?
Hurting me.
The consequences are you throw that extra screw in your junk drawer, and you never think about it ever again.
Or you do what I did as a shitty teen once. You go to an amusement park to a roller coaster ride, and pretend to pick up the screw.
Oh my god!
On the ride.
Oh my god, that is
horrifying.
horrifying.
Only do that if you're sitting next to a rando, it doesn't work if the person next to you actually knows you.
That is. I don't even like roller coasters, but if someone did that, I would be fucking traumatized. I'd be like, I'm never getting on this piece of shit ever again. Anyways, I gotta wrap up stream, so I'm gonna put you all in the box. Into the box.
You're in the box.
All right, let's talk to you guys in a bit. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Definitely a little bit more chaotic, I guess, but also hopefully, it was fun just watching us yap and talk about whatever. Let's see who's live though. Oh, so I gotta put on the outro playlist. There we go. I feel like the type of person to make these holes are where they shot the rats joke about the White Castle sliders. Wait, what? Listen, White Castle sliders are a sin, but I'm don't go to White Castle. It is not food. I don't think legally speaking you can call it food. Let's see. Whom shall we raid over to? Could raid over to Oreo. Could raid over to Seda. Let's say hi to Spout. I think we say hi to Spout. Thanks for stream. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully it was, good watching us yap back and forth. I want to definitely start doing this where I have, people are free to join more. So if you are able to see the chat, feel free to join in whenever, because this has been a lot of fun. Here, let me get the raid message going. I think we're gonna stop by Spout's place, because Spout is Borb. One day I shall have good enough English to join the voice chat. I mean, listen. Shit! I didn't realize what is going on Spout stream. Here, let us raid Spout. But yeah, thank you for being here. Hopefully you guys had a good time. For those of you who are here for the first time, I'm StarkyMorph, big chaos coding internet, variety streamer live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however, every Tuesday and Friday from the last year and a half, we've been learning to do some art. So if you'd like to see that, feel free to stick around, drop a follow. Additionally, we have a Blue Sky where I post art they make, art they get commissioned, general ramblings. I also have it set up to automatically post when I'm going live, but also it automatically deletes those posts when I stop streaming. So, hey, it won't flood your timeline. Mostly, you're just going to see a lot of reposts from me. I'm going to be honest with you. I repost a lot of big men, which, hey, for some of y'all, ups. That is upside. But yeah, I also have a... let's see, a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, Saddle Sweet Beans, see the Curse Got Those Sweet Beans post. I have a YouTube, which I am currently in the process of uploading my backlog to, because Jesus fucking Christ, I had a lot of videos. I had a lot of videos saved up, and I actually need to probably get back to editing a lot of stuff. The grind is eternal. No rest for the wicked, etc., etc. I also have a coffee sponsorship. If you'd like to pick up some coffee from Dragon Roast Coffee, discount code StarkyMorph to get 10% off and help support the stream. All right, I'm gonna send you all over to another heckin' excellent, spectacular, amazing bird, Spout. It is a little bit higher energy there, although I guess to be fair, this was a higher energy stream. I love you guys to bits, and I will catch you on Thursday.